That's the night, the lights. You see, Reba McEntire is joining The Voice, and she still looks like she's 20 years old. All her plastic stuff on her.
Would you? Never. I was never been into her.
Oh, we're still pretty dark. Are we?
You gonna give it some more?
Maybe just a little bit more, just a hair. Let's see. Yeah. I saw her once, Six Flags.
With DC Talk?
No, it's just her, and it was a good show. What Why doesn't Six Flags have concerts anymore? I need to get to the bottom of that. We need to find someone to talk to about Six Flags. Let me ask him. Let me ask Ding Dong real quick. What's that guy's name? That's the night the lights went out in Georgia. Uh,
Mead talk. Mead talk. We talking about the
mead. Mead and weed. I don't need your meat or weed. We're gonna stack at Metallica.
Are we going to Metallica?
Should be. I don't know. I'm waiting to see. Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god! I just got it.
20 seconds straight.
Oh my god!
My body's in rehab mode.
I need to have a sit-down conversation with one Mister
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Turner.
Andrew Turner Tate.
Yes. I need to have a little sit-down conversation with him.
It's
Take
not
him to
gonna
the
be good
principal's
either.
office.
Step into my office. You're fucking fired.
That's the night the lights went out in Georgia. Where did the thing go? That son of a bitch. It didn't load. Rax. There it is. JJTM. And this is just for you, Andrew. Got it.
Wait, no, you switched it up, man.
The volume was too loud on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one may still be too bad. Let's try this. Ready? Right here.
That's
Whoa,
that's
too
over
loud.
the top. We don't need nuclear bomb.
Why is it so loud? Good lord. It is. How loud's my Mac? Oh, that could be part of the problem.
Is this our chat now or from leftover from last week?
It's now.
What up, Jose?
I want to
What
watch
up,
you blow your
Susie?
load later.
What up, Andrew Dice Tate?
Ah. Uh-oh. You've already pissed Jose off. You haven't even said anything because you got a Giants cap on.
Yeah. Yeah. That was closer, right? Wasn't it?
That's it. It's just, I got to figure out the
You
volume.
can do a little lower.
I'm
yeah.
still here.
I forgot about old Tamasu.
Where's Tamasu? Where's Tamasu been?
Want to watch a load blow, sir? A family show, man.
I want to watch you blow your load later.
Ooh, Rich.
I want to watch you blow your load later.
I want to watch you blow your load later.
Golly, we just got a whole bunch of them.
Why does everybody want to watch us blow our loads?
Because I think that's the thing they paid for on the Patreon.
Do we have Patreon set up now?
No, we don't.
Do.
Let me color that one real fast so I can know where it's going to be at. All
Not
right.
much of a show tonight, fellas and ladies, and
Got
whatever you classify yourself. Not much. Not much today.
whatever you want to.
We enjoyed the good weather and libations all week.
I had to work late. I just got here.
Yeah, I'm getting close. think I've picked out my brokerage.
Oh, you have.
I think so.
Are you gonna?
It's a
Are you
cloud-based brokerage.
Are you gonna sell on Sunset?
I'm selling
gonna be
everywhere.
selling
I'm gonna sell a
Sunset?
bunch of Maui properties.
You gonna be?
Dude, there's a lot of conspiracy theories going around about like an energy weapon was used. Have you heard that one?
That one's funny. That makes me laugh.
About how the investors wanted the locals out?
Yeah. Well,
Ooh, man.
well, that and they want to change the island.
Yeah.
They had that meeting 3 weeks ago,
And then this happens.
and yeah,
yeah.
that's the one that really throws me off. And now this whole thing today is that the mayor of Lahui or whatever it is, what's the name of the
I haven't watched it yet, so I got caught up in some Far Cry, so I never got to watch the video.
How you like that?
I
Well,
love it.
hold on. Let's
Fucking
why don't we start the
killing
show
cult
up?
members.
Here,
I hate cults now.
you do.
I used to love them. Now I hate them.
All right, here we go.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
This episode of the brought to you by
Geist
Note.
and
Victor Wrench
and Plastic Object.
and
Get the iHeartRadio app. Now you can hear the same shitty music you hear on the radio on your phone or tablet.
There's no way that guy has a job, right?
Not done listening to the latest Breaking Benjamin Jam? Don't worry, you can take him into work
some of
with
that.
you. Are the Bobs giving you a hard time about wearing your Toby Keith shirt on Jeans Day? Tune them out with some boot in their ass. You getting all worked up watching the new Nicki video? Take it into the bathroom and finish stroking that fine white cock.
That's very racial.
that was very racist. I don't know if I like that. I might have to take that off. And
iHeartRadio app. Listen to the same shitty music you listen to on the way to your shitty job any time of your shitty day.
The court to this.
The Jerry Jonestown Massacre contains graphic material, including offensive language, partial nudity, and completely ridiculous thoughts and opinions that shouldn't be expressed or shared by anyone. Listener discretion is advised.
And now coming at you from the Temple of I, just on the outskirts of where the West begins.
it is show 538 for August 15th, 2023. Yeah, fix that fade out a little
It's
more.
winter.
Bring it a little more. The winter has come.
Winter is here. As winter has come.
Fall has come all over our face, neck, and chest.
Yes, we got down to 98.
Yeah, well, last night was
Woo!
gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. I sat outside on my porch butt ass naked.
You did?
Oh yeah, man, you got to celebrate these times in Texas.
As people on the main street behind you just
I got my
drove
I got my
by.
fence up now. You
Oh,
need
you
to come
got the
over,
fence.
man. I
Oh,
got
I need to come
got
see the
it
fence.
set up now. So I almost invited you the other night, but you were occupied and down the street doing shit, and then you took off to Dallas.
Yeah. Maybe I'll crash there this weekend in between our.
Well, I got my daughters, or daughter for sure.
So
So.
I can't crash there after Metallica.
You can.
Okay.
Well, I got plenty of room, man. And if you get nasty, I'll send you next door.
You can call me
Those
Janet.
people are wild next door, man. Whew.
Are they really?
I told
Are they
told
the
everybody
ones-
about the party, the birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't play. I love them. We are the perfect neighbors for each other.
Really?
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. It's when
It's
you
good to have good neighbors.
when you drive down Woodhaven on a certain night. Sometimes,
Yeah.
it just smells like you're in a Rastafarian cult.
Oh,
It just-
those
the
good
whole
neighbors.
seat or whole street,
The whole street.
whole seat.
The
Happy Tuesday, by the way.
Oh, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I have good neighbors on this side.
You do. You have really good
These
neighbors. I've always
guys-
been jealous of these guys
But
because I've always wanted to be friends with them.
there's still a real secretive thing about things that go on over there.
Yeah,
It's very weird.
yeah.
And then on this side,
I think it's very GTA, like
there's
Grand
some
Theft
stuff
Auto.
happens. There's some stuff
going.
that
What was
happens.
Trevor-ish?
Well, and I think they just like to keep some things secret. They're not as open about their Rastafarian lifestyle as some other people are.
Oh yeah, no. My neighborhood is Arlington, Central Arlington, the 010.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's everywhere. It's like it might as well be legal there.
I think it pretty. Yeah, I mean, the stadium stunk the other night.
Yeah, I
During
know.
a
It's
preseason
insane. man.
Cowboy game, there's no one there, and it smelled like weed. Like
I went to-
everybody's just smoking up wherever.
I meant to tell you, I ran into traffic on that day going to the nursery, trying to get a bird bath.
What,
And I had to fight
Who
cowboy
are
traffic.
what
Man,
is going on with your life?
I don't know. I really don't.
You're no longer Frank the Tank.
I'm not. I'm like I'm a hermit.
You like going to Bed Bath and Beyond, maybe some Home Depot.
If
I
there's
don't know.
time.
If there's time, we'll see.
Tastes so good to the lips.
Yeah. No, it tastes so good.
Man,
Nom, 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 nom.
No, traffic at like 1:30. I'm like, what the fuck, man? At
4
Randall
o'clock
Mill.
kickoff. I had to be there at noon.
Oh man, how was it? How was that?
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's like I put
Anything
on
change?
Instagram, everything. Oh, well, here's what's funny is it's like first day of school. Okay.
Yeah,
Like I've been there so
everybody
long.
wears their best.
It's first day. Not really.
Not you.
Everybody just shows up and they're like, "Hey, what's going on? What's up? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, what's going on? What's going on?"
They still hate me out there.
no.
They want me back.
They said you can come back,
Okay, cool.
especially after what you did. But it's to Jerry's daughter. But we'll
Yeah, I forgot about that.
the secret one. But we'll and
You
Charlotte.
you only thought Jerry Jonestown Massacre was a play on a cult. It was actually what I did to Jerry's daughter.
Charlotte. But no, we'll it was cool. You know, all the security guards were like, "Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up?" Well, then when
Yeah.
I get down the tunnel,
Welcome back.
and it's all muscle memory. Like I
Yeah.
know my way all around that stadium, and so I'm just kind of rolling, grab the elevator, go down, and get on the field level, and I'm just kind of cruising around. And then I think to myself, I start to notice there's some
What
things.
a wonderful world.
There's some things out of place.
Uh-oh.
And as I'm about to walk into the locker room, I stop, and all the security there is looking at me like, "What are you doing?" Because it's all new guys.
Oh, the whole new. Oh, great. I'm not coming this year.
Our
I'm not going out there this year.
security detail is all brand new, and I look at them, and I'm like,
What a beating.
I pull my phone out, and I'm like, okay, I'm still supposed to go in the
Yeah.
a locker room C, so I go cruising up in there. They let me in, and then one of the guys comes around, and is like, "Hey, Dustin, what's going on? Hey, what's up?" What's funny is, I guess, since we're in a recessive economy, in a recession, you know, the game day programs used to be big, huge books.
Uh-oh.
Do I have one in here?
Now we got like the Bones Brigade issue where it came out like what, this size.
So this
Yeah.
is
Your
where's the
normal,
camera?
typical one.
Your normal typical. It's good.
Your Death Star prototype.
It shows everything in
Whoa,
here.
what was that?
Oh, it's some girl with
Ruh-roh.
some, front
Mhm.
row.
Ruh-roh.
You go back here, the back. You get to see my peeps and my photos.
How many
somewhere
of
in
your
here.
pictures did they rip off for this?
There you go. Bam. You're just kind of looking, bam. And then you get, cheerleaders are always in the front. What year is this? 2022. I didn't do anything really with the cheerleaders in 2022.
Oh, I did. In my mind.
Maybe that's why. No. But yeah, there's pictures
Those
of mine. all
pages
through
are
here.
stuck together, huh?
But so this is the program, right? This was the normal program. Now I didn't bring it with me. I think it's in my camera bag inside. It's like this size.
Oh yeah, it's like a Bones Brigade.
Yeah.
What do they do? A semi and or like a
Well, it's a little bitty.
quarterly?
This is our notes for, or this is our old red book. We need to.
Were you
look
in
through
the
this.
Bones Brigade?
Yeah.
Because you keep shooing off that comment. That's exactly.
No, it is.
Yeah.
Their little thing that used to.
And you could order. You could order directly through them. You
Yeah.
didn't have to go through
and
any of the magazines.
and didn't like Thrasher copy them and started putting one out where you
Like a
could-
small one.
a small
maybe.
catalog type thing too. That they put with their magazine
You know when I signed up for that? At Tarrant County Convention Center.
when
You
they
remember
came
that?
through on
Yes,
tour.
right, Mike McGill.
Yeah. So
He did a boneless off a quarter pipe. I was like, big fucking deal.
the other thing is the program now is real thin. It's turning into like some of our.
It's like the Fort Worth Weekly.
There you go.
Right.
You took the words right out of my mouth. It's
I'm
it's
sorry,
like some of our like the Dallas Observer, Fort Worth Weekly. They're just
Right.
basically
Well-
turning into pamphlets now,
Right.
and that's what the. I guess it's paper costs too much now, or maybe I don't know. I mean, you're
You know what?
it's
is-
over
here-
100,000 of those
I'll
programs
tell you what I
are
use the
printed
Fort
every
Worth
game.
Weekly for, and I feel bad because we have been on the cover. I use it to start my
wasn't.
fires in the winter. You remember your dad would shove newspapers
Well,
everywhere.
it's free kindling.
That's what I do with my Fort Worth Weekly. I
And
go
same thing with
grab
Dallas
one.
Observer. I'll do that. I mean, it's free kindling that's out there.
Yeah.
If I'm not doing my
If I'm not
my community service and covering up homeless people with it.
right, sometimes I wrap up a tenderloin that I marinated and I'm sending over to you. It'll come in a package of a Fort Worth Weekly.
Sometimes when I'm cooking a hog in the pit in the backyard,
Yeah.
I'll wrap it in a Fort Worth.
I'll
Weekly.
wipe my ass with it occasionally, but only when we're up in the
Here we go.
Big Bend area.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go on this diatribe, but
Oh no, we're not.
oh no,
You're talking about the Cowboys.
oh no, Andrew, if you're gonna post that in the chat room, no, you're the one who fired all this back up, and we have received a lot of crap over the past week that I wasn't gonna get into. That's why you need to come to the principal office.
You've been summoned, so next
You are
week,
being
Andrew,
summoned.
you got to be in here with us next week.
You need to come see Empire.
Actually, get in your car now and get down here. Jose, you too. This will be a great show.
Yes.
But Susie, fuck it. You come
All
too.
y'all need to come see
Get Ivy.
Empire.
The show?
No, you started watching Foundation. You said, and
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, no, we'll get to that in a second. But back to the Cowboys.
yeah, it was a fun day. No one was there.
Yeah, because you were hitting me up
I was like,
saying,
"Hey,
"Man, I got freebies
I
waiting."
got a ton of free tickets if you want to go up
We-
here. and
if
hang
you
out and
if I
stuff,
would
blah,
have
blah, blah."
looked at my phone before, because I was fighting. I don't know what's going on.
Mhm.
I don't know if I have summer flu, summer COVID. I don't know if I got the chickadee virus.
Yeah.
Or what? But something is up with me. I think the HIV is starting to, like, when you go from HIV to full blown AIDS. Matt finally admits he has AIDS. So good times, good times. You rate?
No,
How
it's
do you
good
rate
times.
it?
So
Beer prices go down any?
I did the pregame. No, hold on. I got to talk about this. It was hot as fuck that day. All right,
Oh,
it was like 108, and the first performance was out on the Miller Lite.
And that's outside,
Lighthouse.
not inside.
no, and they have that turf out there,
Yeah.
and it's the artificial. It's like I think it's a 70-yard field or whatever, but the team comes out there and they perform on it, and I ran into the new social media photographer out there, and me and him were talking about things and just laughing about seeing each other and first day of school stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Have you walked over there to the turf yet?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "It's 20 degrees hotter standing on it." I was like, "No way." He's like, "It'll feel like your shoes are melting." And I was like, "No way." So I go out there and I'm getting stuff set up, my camera set up and everything before the team comes out, and I'm standing there and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, this is hot. This is
You
This-
could feel the heat on the
Yeah.
bottom of your soles
Yeah.
through your shoes,
through
huh?
my shoes," and it just it radiated heat. Well, the team comes out to perform and they start dancing and jumping and doing all the stuff, and I dropped to my knees to start shooting.
You burnt your knee.
I felt like I had first-degree burns. Well, this performance is an abbreviated. Normally they do a 4.5-minute performance out there, and this was abbreviated since it's preseason and it's not the full team. It's kind of breaking in rookies and stuff, and so it's an abbreviated 2-minute dance. And at the end of it, the entire team falls on their stomach on the field.
Oh.
They bend in half and do the splits and stuff, and they're all just laying flat. Well, we get up, and two of the girls were like, "I think I have second-degree burns on my body," because they sit there for a while.
There's silicone just
Yeah.
gooed up, like looks like
and
a
they're all.
honeycomb.
We go back to the tent before we go inside, and they're all looking at each other and grabbing ice and stuff. I burnt myself. This is freaking ridiculous.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They had,
It was hot as shit, and that turf burns.
did they make it through the day or?
Yeah, I mean, we did the other dance.
That's the
there was
thing.
only 2 performances because it's preseason. It was very light.
I
and
don't
then
think
I bolted to
The
go.
average Joe, Tacky,
Yeah.
knows how badass of athletes and how hardcore those girls are that you shoot pictures of. And I'm not trying to be Mr. White Knight, and because I know some of them listen, especially one that I owe child support to.
Yes, because she's
But-
hunting you down.
they're fucking badasses.
Yeah.
And for them to be bitching
Yeah, they were. It was
and
hot.
moaning.
And I asked them even before we went out. We were all just hanging out. Got catered Chipotle this week, which is kind of awesome. Well, all of us were sitting around debating eating it. Like,
Well, they killed someone, so there's that.
well, it was like, are we gonna go out and spend or in a 108-degree temperature after eating a giant burrito?
Man, no, not Chipotle.
And we were
Maybe
out doing
Gilberto's.
So
man.
everybody waited till it was just before the game, once we were back in the AC. But it was hot as shit. It was fun. It was good seeing everybody. And then I bolted right at kickoff, right before kickoff. Bolted and went over and saw Under Oath, The Ghost Inside, We Came as Romans, and Better Lovers.
There you go. Did they open?
They fucking opened.
Oh my
And then
gosh,
it
I
was
would hate to
downhill.
play after them. Yeah.
It was fucking downhill after that. And I want to bitch
Yeah.
about something, okay?
Go ahead, man.
So Susie went with me over there.
It was at Bomb Factory or where was
Yeah,
it?
the factory. So, for some reason, this night, they decided to close off the upstairs and the upstairs bar and everything. Even if you had a regular ticket. Like, she had a regular
Maybe it was
ticket.
too hot or something.
No, it was VIP only.
Oh.
So,
Ooh.
whatever. It's cool, but so we're all hanging out downstairs. I ran into Lance and Antoine, and we hung out with them. And Better Lovers comes on. I go up and shoot, and it's just immediate. I mean, you know the tricks they do for opening bands, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're not going to make them as loud. We're not going to
They
give them
pull
any
the board
light.
down.
We're not going to, we're going to gradually ramp up the boards throughout
Right.
the night and stuff, so it looks better. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
And the place was filled for them. It was crazy. And
So did they do a full set? Because I don't know that they have an
30 30 minutes worth of material is what they
EP.
have.
So they basically did their EP and
a few other things they haven't released yet, and a cover of Rusty Cage.
hadn't Dillinger done that before?
They did Jesus Christ Pose on
that's right.
the Plagiarism EP. It was ridiculous. It was good. So much energy, so much chaos, so many amps.
Was Greg at this different than Greg with Jerry Cantrell? Was it a different beast?
Oh, yeah. But this wasn't
That's what I
Dillinger
thought.
Greg.
Oh, so he still hadn't crossed that threshold with these guys.
I think there's a little bit of tap the brakes right now. And plus, he's a little older. But I think,
and they're gonna get back together.
I mean,
do
he
some shows.
he was climbing on shit. I was waiting for him
They
to
didn't
climb on the
break up.
balcony.
I shouldn't say that, but they're
They
gonna
just
they're
called
gonna
it.
play some shows
There's
again.
something's gonna happen.
I think so.
But they did all jump in the crowd. It was the last show of the tour
Yeah.
for them, and they jumped in the crowd and went crazy, and it was nuts. It was so much fun. There was so much air being jumped around, climbing up on amps and
Yeah.
jumping off of shit. Now,
Wait, can I before you go into this rant? Can I do something real quick?
Mhm.
And I'm gonna speak directly at Greg. I'm gonna speak directly at all of them that are in the band.
you're gonna come back on our show.
Greg wants to. I've watched you guys on Instagram. You're all doing music. Every single one of y'all are dabbling with music. We got Liam, or what's his?
Liam's with In
he's
Flames.
he's playing with In Flames.
Fucking yeah,
You got Suicidal Tendencies bringing on
Ben.
Ben. Greg's all over the place. Like, dudes, okay, you have a wanting group of people. Let's make it happen. It's been 5 years now, hasn't it? It's been
Yeah.
5 years. It's been 5 years.
We're gonna start a
You're
GoFundMe.
not. None of y'all are done with music.
We gotta start 2
You know what?
GoFundMes.
Let's do a Jerry Jonestown Massacre Dillinger Escape Plan party and schedule it at Lola's, and have them play.
We need to have 3 GoFundMes.
We'll
The
have Van
first
Damme
one,
play, and Fantamello, Sheridan.
we're gonna come up with them here in a minute. Here's
Yeah, I know. She texted me.
she texted me too.
She told me that.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh, you got sloppy seconds. Yeah.
Okay. Are you talking about Greg? You're talking about Greg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But where'd you just disappear? You just went under the table. What are you doing down there?
We don't make money, so if we get sued for sexual harassment, it goes nowhere.
It's Sheridan.
It goes nowhere. And she took a shit,
Sheridan.
or what? She took a piss and shit out here,
And she made us a blanket to have fuck in or something, wherever it is.
and she brought us a devil worshiping bat.
Yeah, a bat. So we need a GoFundMe. Do you still want to have the cartel GoFundMe to kill
Jason Garrett,
Jason Garrett?
he's off the hook.
He's now broadcasting. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's kind of. Hello, I'm Jason Garrett. I am a robot.
Yeah, no. Jason Garrett's off. You know what?
He's off the
We're
hook?
good. Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's just freaking the cast of Barbie.
So I've already told.
I ate at Cartel Tacos this weekend, by the way.
I want to get into that here in a minute. Hold on. I already told Chance and Matt that we're doing a GoFundMe for the burning hotels.
Yeah, man, that's out of date now at this point. We started coming up with that at the
like 4
Frontier
years ago.
Fest or whatever it was that those assholes did. What was it?
Fortress Fest.
Fortress
Man, you're
Fest.
on fire tonight. You want to shut everybody down.
Well, I've secluded. No, it's all true stubs because I haven't done social media in over 3 weeks now.
So now this is True Stubs coming out.
This is the real stubs.
These
ass-
are your
like, you thought I was an
true
asshole before.
colors
Now the real
coming
assholes
through.
start to show up that give zero fucks.
Yeah. You haven't got to bleed it off.
I
being a
give negative.
troll.
I give negative fucks now
Gotcha.
because I don't
Gotcha.
have to deal with the repercussions.
Yeah.
I'm sure my inbox on Facebook is just and Reddit and everything is off the charts of I'll fucking kill you.
Because that's what everybody wants to do on the internet. No one has the balls to do it.
But I don't care. I don't care anymore.
Probably shouldn't have said that. But anyway, the other thing is now we need to do the GoFundMe.
I needed to put something in the show notes now.
And put it in there. You
No,
gotta
it's too. I got to gather my thoughts because it's a very serious topic
So the other GoFundMe is for Dillinger Escape Plan
to come back.
just get back together. They'll
Play-
probably do.
I don't care if they play anywhere else
Are we gonna
in
have
the
to-
country.
So we're gonna
Just
fly
play
up and
Fort
see
Worth,
it?
Texas.
Oh, you're not gonna fly up to New Jersey or
I'll
New
fly
York?
up to New Jersey or New York. If they want to do it in their hometown, I'll do that too.
Just don't do Terminal 5.
And don't do L.A. Well, I mean, L.A. would be fun.
No, you could do Terminal 5. It's not that bad. It's just a weird. It's
Okay.
difficult to
We'll
get
do
up there
this.
to it.
You can do L.A. We'll take that. We'll take Seattle. We'll take New Jersey. But we want Fort Worth, Texas at Cicada or Lola's.
He
We'll
said
let them fight.
again. He said again how much he loves doing shows in Dallas because
That's
Dallas
because
is
he
always
wants
fun
my
and
ex-girlfriend. Because apparently they're lovers.
chaos. I need to talk to you about her. I have a confession.
You are lovers now?
No, I saw her the other day because she ordered a print from me.
So how many people am I
Let me-
Eskimo brothers with now at this point?
18.
The whole local music scene I'm an Eskimo brother
I was
with.
thinking about that the other day too.
How much DNA has been shared between you and I and
Or in
everyone
the
else?
entire Fort Worth music tree.
Every woman has a little stubs, and every man has a little stubs running around.
You hear
Every-
that, Susie?
Every little
hear that?
kid has got a little Schneider, and every little lamb has a little Schneider in them.
No, I saw her the other day. I saw her on Friday.
On OnlyFans?
No, I went and she ordered a print, a canvas of one of my moonshots, and I
picture of me.
delivered it to her.
Oh, yeah, she told me about that.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
for Michaela or whatever, her room or something. Gonna put it in her room. I don't know.
She told me
I don't
she
know
was
what's
going to
going
put it by the mirror on our ceiling.
On the ceiling?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe so. So it looks like the real moon. You can just look up
Yeah.
and see the moon.
I want to
Um,
live on the moon now. Especially after your pictures. Those are dope ass pictures.
Thank you.
And we've moved on from Better Lovers. You had fucking that one picture of you or of him, of the bass player. I don't know the spare ass band that Greg's playing with because I haven't followed them much.
They're great. We've seen them before.
And we've manned every time. We're like, that guitarist
No.
is really big and bad, but other
no,
than
no,
that.
no. Not that wasn't them.
Who am I thinking of then that played at the Verizon or down with? They opened up for like Gojira or Deftones or something, and we're like, and it was the one that Brian was on stage with, right?
Yeah, they opened for Mastodon and the
they
Mastodon
were
Coheed
mad.
show. I thought they were pretty good. Or was that Motionless?
Maybe it's the vocalist that just makes me mad.
Yeah, that changed everything.
Having Greg do it.
Yeah, having Greg do. Yeah, every time I die. It's every time I die.
He didn't sing, did he?
Who?
At all.
Yeah,
He did.
he still sings the parts like in that
Kind of like Dillinger.
uh,
It's very Dillinger-esque.
13 over 30 or whatever. 30 over 13 song. Yeah, he still sings. but it's good.
I love him,
and
man.
you know, Riskade.
Did you see him any? Did you get to talk to him?
No,
at all?
I went looking for him, and I
Nothing?
didn't see him. He didn't come out. They
Remember
were
when
done,
he would announce
dude. When they
Dude.
were done, I think they packed up. Like
Went
they
home?
they had stuff.
Well, they all
They
got-
were out.
Ba-
was their last
I'm
show.
joking about that. Was it All That Remains?
No, every
Or
time I die.
Every Time I Die. I'm joking about that, dude. And by the way, they're badass.
Yeah.
I meant nothing. It's all comedy, but
They weren't as bad as Motionless.
Dillinger, I'm not fucking around, dude.
Yeah.
Get your shit in order.
So I want to bitch about something about this show. I want to gripe. Guess what band was the only band with amps on stage?
Evil Struck.
Better Lovers.
Oh, are you serious?
There were no amps.
Bunch of racks, fractals playing through the house.
hidden. Everybody's playing through PAs and through their ears. There were no monitors anymore. It was gone. Well, there may have been a couple of monitors. I take that back. I won't lie. But every other band played with nothing on stage except the riser and a drum kit and mic stands. No amps, no cabinets. They had all their little
That picture you got of
Axe
the bass
effects
player
pedals.
was amazing, though. By the way,
Oh yeah, thank you. I like
Props.
That. That was good.
Much
Thank you,
props.
thank you.
that's a wall hanger.
I got to go through a lot more, but yeah.
I had some dipshit hit me up on Instagram because of that picture because I made a comment.
Really?
Yeah.
He's
Like,
"Man, I don't
Dustin
know."
doesn't respond. I'm like, I don't, or he didn't say Dustin. He said at Plastic Dust. I was like, I don't fucking care.
Who was it?
I have no idea.
I respond to everybody unless it's hidden.
Well, you pissed this. I think this was one of those posted on Texas or
I'm
whatever.
Not those all look like fake bullshit.
It is fake bullshit.
So if you're doing like posted on this, which I've started just posting on other people's thing, posted on Suck My Butt. At
Your
Suck My Butt.
band picks.
No,
That's genius. If you
If-
are.
Usually it's either Andrew or the the Funky Panther guys. I'll
You
put
know what
on
you
there.
should do is post all your photos on the Fort Worth Weekly's threads. Every single social media thread there is. Just start blowing them up. How about a genius idea like that?
I'm trying to keep the peace and just not mention their name.
Hey, you're the one that got me fired up about
I
it
know.
before we
I know.
started the show.
It's a bunch of fucking bullshit.
Back to Better Lovers. Though. We keep getting sidetracked.
It's a bunch of kiddie high school
Okay,
fucking
we're gonna
bullshit.
do this now. Go continue.
I mean, is it worth it? Is it worth it?
I've gotten to the point where anyone asks me about anything that has to do with them. At this point, I just like I don't even know, man. I don't care.
If we're gonna talk about them,
I'm not on social media, so I don't care.
I'm gonna say this to the people in chat room.
Chat room wants to know.
People on YouTube, people listening at home. They've done their best of this year, and don't waste a vote on us in the podcast category because we're not gonna win it. We're not.
I don't
They
fucking
have-
care if we do.
I don't care either. We've got enough, and I'm probably gonna. We should just when we finally move out of this place in a month,
Just put them up in the attic and leave them here.
they'll just disappear. I mean,
Why is it
first off,
so we're down to a month? Don't gloss
about.
that over.
I was trying
Oh.
to.
Continue, and I'm gonna add something to the notes.
What
that I
I'm-
wanna know about.
Awards don't fucking matter. I mean, they're cool. You
Never
get 'em,
have with
whatever.
us.
It's neat.
You and I have never gotten into awards.
We like to joke about that we've got them and all, whatever. It's just nice to have friends and your peers enjoy what you're doing. That's what's important, and that people actually listen and care. And, you know, I know we've got so many close personal relationships with a lot of our listeners that they don't send emails. They send us text messages throughout the week or weird shit here and there, you know, DMs or whatever. And that's really fucking cool that
picks.
have that, yeah, and picks. And the crazy thing, like the award, the best of is up this year. Don't give a fuck about it. Don't vote for us. Use your vote on another podcast in this town because there's so many that are badass now. Just focus it on them. We've got enough shit. I don't give a fuck what the Fort Worth Weekly says about us anymore or wants to praise or hate us. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. I
It
don't
never has
care.
with us, man.
It never really
Unless
has.
someone's doing cocaine off our award, we don't give a shit. That's cool.
I just wanted the award with the residue on it so we could hang it up and be like, you did cocaine off this award. And we never went and
Is
got
that
'em.
not it?
Mm-mm.
That's not the one that they So the one that's out there is still the.
You have best guitarist. I have best bass player.
No, I don't think I got a best guitarist award.
I thought you did.
I thought I was.
You
just
had one, I had one, and Jesse had one, and those were the ones they were doing coke off of. And in the green room. And then the place shut down for a little while.
They're shut down again.
Permanently. And everything's being moved to Big Rob's and Euless.
Should we revitalize that part of town?
That town.
No, we'd make it happen. We'd have the event. That's the thing that's so funny.
It's out
is
of reach.
I've got a plan for the Arlington Theater, the one that all the right there by Mellow Mushroom and all that. I'm seriously thinking about contacting them and saying, hey, you want someone that can book some shit that's going to draw and make you have like downtown Arlington's really starting to happen. It's it's a very cool place to hang out with.
Yeah, it's
or
very
hang
cool.
out at. And the other day, last Sunday, I went to Free Play again. It's my little place there, man. And I
think that's a gateway to drinking.
It is a very because they fucking
You
hook
want
me
to play
up.
video games, and then you just start. It's a
Oh,
gateway
it's
to
insane,
drinking.
man. You pay like we got the card now, so
Yeah.
we don't even pay our cover.
need to tell
We
'em
just
to-
go in and start
yeah, there you
drinking
go.
and play free games. That's all
Yeah.
we do.
You need to tell them sponsor up. Let's go.
And it's getting out of control. I'm starting to drive home schnockered.
Oh, you don't have that far to go.
It's still,
But
it's about to be an Uber trip.
the police station's right down
There,
the street.
right?
Yeah.
Right there at Cooper.
Mhm.
Anyway, but I'm gonna contact. I'm seriously thinking about because I see all the bullshit that they book there,
Mhm.
and I'm like, that's kind of a historic venue for Arlington, Texas. What if I give them a call and say, hey, you want me to book some cool shit where like people start looking at you that are traveling from Denton to Austin or Oklahoma City to Austin or whatever, and they actually, hey, wait, what is this? Why would I want to book a show in shithole Dallas when I could book it in Arlington and actually have a cool, badass vibe?
Why would I want to play Three Links? No offense.
Well, no,
Three Links.
no.
No offense.
But it is a beating to get
It's
to.
It's a pain in the ass to get in and out
right.
of, and Deep Ellum's gone to shit. It's not Three Links.
It's not just Deep Ellum. Dallas is
because we're going to be there on Saturday. But I'm just using you as an example. I love your venue. I love that place. I love playing there. You know, stage was always amazing.
That's not what I was trying.
But no, what I'm
But
saying
my
is,
my
you can
point is,
also
I think
say
I can do it.
150 versus that thing seats 1,500 people.
Intimate venue. That could be
You know what's
Tarrant County's
weird is, like,
Granada.
The big names that show up there unannounced.
And oh yeah,
At
talking about
that
the
Arlington-
zombies. Like zombies played there and fucking like
Leanne Rhymes out of nowhere and fucking
it's all
who was it?
it's
Clint
all
Black?
gospel. It's
Clint-
usually
unannounced Clint Black were
When
playing
did
there
that
one night.
happen?
Like just a couple of months ago.
How did we not go to that?
Polly Shore's coming? That's a fucking huge name.
Do you know how
Of
much I would have got
Son-in-Law.
laid if I took my woman to see Clint Black down there?
He just did Billy Bob's too.
Oh man,
The last time I saw Clint Black was in.
can you imagine rolling in there and seeing High on Fire or something or Torch?
Fucking rad.
Yeah, it's like
Fucking
Granada
rad.
of
Yeah,
of Tarrant County.
of Arlington. But
Well, I guess
there's a theater for sale.
Ridgely, but
There's a theater for sale about 3 miles from here.
for sell.
For sell, lease, rent, whatever.
Is it one of those theatrical ones that were made in the 80s and 70s?
It's where I saw Return of the Jedi, Cujo, and E.T.
So Ridgemar
No,
Mall?
2 to 3 miles from here.
Ridgemar Mall.
Montgomery Plaza.
Oh. Now, okay, so
And you're a
I-
stone's
yeah,
throw
but-
from Haltom Theater.
yeah, but there's a part of Montgomery Plaza that
No. Not the one downtown.
that's what I was thinking, like off right there off 7th or by 7th.
Where the old Haltom High School is, where Highway 10 and Grapevine Highway
Yeah,
meet.
yeah. But
That movie theater right there.
I feel like if we're gonna attack something, it needs to be Central Arlington.
Yeah. There's stuff going
The
on. around there.
010
No, because you can walk around and do stuff right there. You
Yeah.
can walk to Front Street.
Go
you
to
can walk down-
Growl. Division, which
Yeah, everything's
last
right there.
week you made me realize that's the same place, Matt.
Yeah, Matt, it's the same place.
You've been there 150 times.
How many times you been there?
You've walked
It's
back and forth. You
They're,
know that record store that's there.
they're right across. It's an
It's the
alley,
same-
but everybody parks there, and there's a stage and tables
And you're
between
right.
them.
You were right. Did you know that?
I knew
You're
I was
right.
right. English right. I was. Did you not get
It's
that?
the same place, Matt.
Hey,
I don't know, man. I have brain farts.
Jose,
sometimes.
you can issue your complaints to jerryjonestownmassacre@gmail.com, and we'll read them on the air.
What's he saying?
He's got complaints about the show too.
Our show?
Or you can call 682-593-JJTM.
Why
Leave
is
them on
he
the
got
air, and
complaints
we'll
about-
play the voicemail.
Why do they got complaints about our show?
Because it's funny. I like complaints about our show. Except for
Jose still ain't even been in here. Why are we even talking? Why
He's-
he can't? He needs to come in here
We've been
before he starts
working-
issuing complaints.
the problem with,
with
Jose,
corporate.
he's got crazy
But
contract
he can't go to
negotiations.
corporate.
He's got a fucking weird writer.
His guys are weird.
He wants certain
They're
shit.
all on those fungis and stuff, and
So-
smoke the Mary Jane, the devil's
No.
lettuce, and drink too much alcohol over there.
I'll tell you the truth. This is the 100% the truth. He wants to come on here and be able to speak his mind, but we have to digitize his voice and his face.
Deep throat him.
We have to deep throat
Yeah.
him. And I told him we could do it, and we'll just keep him off camera, and we'll
Jose,
just have a
I
camera.
promise
someone
we'll
up there.
deep throat you.
Huh. That's Matt. You get that from Matt. Matt's offering up his services to you.
No one will know you're here.
Yeah.
Just keep a secret. It's just a secret between us.
Every
We don't
time
talk.
Matt asks
Don't talk
questions,
about
it's going to be. That's
No,
so
for real.
deep.
Jose's never been in here.
No, because I want to do the photography roundtable, and then that fell apart. I still want to do it because still want to talk about things.
Well, I mean, y'all can.
Yeah, you worked at Ritz.
I did work at Ritz.
Do you know how to work a 110?
Man, I got that 110 skills,
Fuck,
man.
I need to find.
A 110 camera?
No. I got to order that 110 film. I'm gonna take a 110 to Metallica.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what were we talking about, though?
All right.
We got
anyway,
sidetracked on
back
the
to-
Better Lovers. Great show, though.
Better Lovers was great. The whole show
Better
was
Lovers.
great.
What'd I
The
say,
only
Great
thing,
Lovers?
the only thing I hated was the no amps on stage after Better Lovers.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their in-ear Axe Effects bullshit going on, and it's it's
Yeah.
weird. I'm not at a Periphery show. I don't
Yeah,
know. It's
yeah.
Under Oath. Under Oath was great. Ghost Inside was the shit band that going into that. I'd seen them before. We were talking about this. They were the low light of the show. Where you go? What's going on? Oh. They were the low light of the show, and they ended up being fucking badass. And they were super entertaining. I didn't know that band was.
Why'd you
struck-
just call them lowlifes?
Huh. They were the low life of the show. I wasn't really into them. No one, and all my friends were like, and I've seen them before, and nothing struck out. It's just kids being kids. That band has been struck with so much tragedy because they got in a bus wreck out in West Texas when they were on tour, and that kind of ended their playing days. Their drummer lost their leg. It
Oh.
fucked all them up to where they were in the hospital for months. It was really, 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 really bad. Thomas, you're gonna
We
have
had
to
a
give me
guest just show up. So.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me just a second, Thomas.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy. And then after that, or We Came as Romans came on. I've seen them like a handful of times. They're pretty good.
That's Chris's band.
They're one of them, yeah. And then Under Oath came on, which is kind of, they're old school post rock. They're up there. So they did their thing, but no one really. It's like I don't know. Better Lovers got into it and made it crazy,
Yeah.
and the rest of the time I was just like, meh. As I go through my photos, I'm like,
Yeah.
like my Under Oath photos feel like when I shot Between the Buried and Me, to where it was a lot of dramatics and a lot of just standing and posing and stuff. It wasn't jumping around, having fun, and going crazy.
well,
and
they
doing
can't.
shit. The other thing was, let me do something.
Can I? So
We're
we're gonna do this live.
That's all I wanted to get in case I want to speak up. The other thing was during Ghost Inside, first song in, you start rolling, they do their big giant intro, they're coming in, and all of a sudden they start playing and they get to this big breakdown and the show stops.
What?
House lights come on, someone in the pit is dying.
What?
Uh-oh.
So someone in the pit's dying. People are freaking
Probably
out.
heat exhaustion. Was it hot?
It was hot, especially if you're moshing. You know, they try to keep that place pretty frigid. But,
I almost died at a Dillinger show once in
Yeah.
Austin.
and
I got pants.
I got pictures of that.
You got red pants?
And then hold on, let me fix Matt's camera here. It's annoying the fuck out of me.
There you go.
Nope,
Looks
that's
good.
not the one.
Looks like Jonathan Davis there. There we go. Yeah, it's perfect.
So the other thing was like they stopped the show. I guess either someone got hit really hard or they passed out in the pit.
Yeah, it happens.
The security climbs over the barriers and they're climbing over people and everybody's going nuts. And they stop and they get the person out. They start the show over, like start the set over because they were only like 30, maybe a minute in,
Oh.
30
okay.
seconds
What
to
a
a minute
pisser.
in. So they start the thing over, and then Under Oath comes on, and then the band's just kind of standing there like, "Fuck, did we just witness someone die during our set?" You know,
Yeah.
you can see it on their face
Yeah.
that they're freaking out. Like,
Yeah, of course.
what the hell? They're not cool like Pantera. That's just like, what the fuck? Keep going on.
Kick his skull in.
Yeah.
Go on, get your board on.
Keep stabbing that guy in the chest. So
Well, there goes our credentials.
take it from the fucking verse, Vinny. Get your lead.
Neil!
Get up, Neil.
Oh, no, that was down when he did that.
So then Under Oath comes on, and the same fucking thing happens.
Someone
And
fell
it's
out again.
passed out.
Drink
or
your
something or
fluids,
whatever.
kids.
You know, it's hot in there. You're in a pit. They had a giant circle pit for
You're
every band.
drinking a lot of White Claws. So
Yeah, stop drinking.
Drink some water with
Yeah.
the White Claws.
Drink some liquid death.
If
Yeah,
you're
there you
gonna
go.
Be, yeah.
Drink some
If you're
liquid
gonna
death
be a
with it.
badass in a pit,
Drink some liquid death.
take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's part of.
Don't be
pit
going amped up
responsibility.
on Four Locos and Trulies, thinking everything is going to be
Yes.
okay. It still has alcohol in it.
Susie's right. Right at the end of the Ghost Inside set, like before the last two songs, they did a little thing where they talked about how grateful they were to be able to play shows again. You know, their
Period.
drummer now has one leg, so
So it's not one arm or two,
it's one leg or two.
one leg or two.
But
Did he play?
he did play, and a lot of the heavy double bass stuff was tracked.
Well, he's cheating.
I mean, come on.
He's cheating.
It is, but a lot of bands cheat these days. A lot of bands cheat these days.
I know a drummer up in Denton, Texas that doesn't cheat. He'll hit all his double kick hits.
Yeah, I do too. But he's got 3 legs, and it's weird.
Third one's nice too.
So, yeah, they were really, really grateful
Oh,
to
hey.
be back on stage and to be doing stuff.
Shaolin Death Squad.
Speaking of,
Speaking of, so it's really cool. It was really, really nice. It was.
I was a scene. Did
I
y'all
had
hang
fun.
out any afterwards?
As soon as Under Oath came on, I was done.
Left.
I was toast after doing the cowboy stuff
Was Deep Ellum
and then walking.
like
And I wanted to get out of there.
vibrant
Yeah, but I wanted to get out
Okay.
of there before things, erupted.
before
Like
someone put a
Deep
cap
Ellum,
in
no
your
one-
ass?
Yeah. So took off and headed back this way and just chilled it.
I am holding out for a headlining show, and I
They're coming
think
through. It's gonna go. It's gonna happen.
I've got word from another person, another source that says what you said too.
They've already got it lined
They-
up. They're
yeah.
they're doing headlining shows starting next week.
Oh, they're not even taking any time off. They're just
No,
hitting it.
But when you
They-
say they, who are you talking about?
they were done with this tour.
Better
Better
Love.
Lovers.
Oh, Better Lovers, yeah.
They were done with this tour, and they are
I thought they were doing a stint with Mutoid.
Mutoid Man.
Yeah. Did that
They may be, but I got
maybe I'm imagining shit.
I got a
21st
press
century
release that
Mutoid Man.
said they're doing like a few shows around New England
To
in the
get
New England
ready.
to on their own.
And then
Headlining.
hitting it.
I guess so with Mutoid Man, which fucking Mutoid Man out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Put an album out, and they're like, "Hey, we're back."
Well,
And it's been like what 13 years or some shit.
it had been that long, has it?
It's been a while.
What,
Pre-COVID.
2000 Yeah, oh yeah, pre-COVID for sure.
2016.
Yeah, probably around there.
Yeah.
I would say.
Have you listened to the new record?
Oh, that's what. You know what? Yes, I have heard a few tracks. I hadn't listened to the whole thing, but I've heard a few tracks
What do you think?
because I was listening to Better Lovers EP, and then the next thing that rolled over to on iTunes was the Mutoid, the new Mutoid Man.
2017 was
All right.
when Warm
I gotta
Moans
put
came
something else in the notes. So introduce our new guest.
out.
No, we already did.
If you don't know who he is, it's Matt Thomas,
Robotuna.
the RoboTuner. We're gonna ask you the hard questions now. When is Rip coming back? RoboTuner's Insignificant Podcast. When are we gonna have a day with that?
If I do any shows, it'll just be sporadic and it'll just be myself.
When are you gonna shoot?
Yourself.
Never.
I'll come help you. I'll come over and hang out.
Kill him.
So we
Dude,
have
this isn't Canada where it's being made legal to have assisted.
He didn't hear my joke, so he doesn't know what we're talking about.
I just meant I'd come over and we could have a
Well, we were talking
conversation
about
if you needed
suicide.
someone to bounce a
Oh, okay.
conversation
Not
off of
suicide.
someone.
Okay.
Yeah, Matt and I were
got
talking
it.
about suicide.
Yeah, but anyway,
Yeah. I've actually had to temporarily
Did you see my new
relinquish.
note, by the way?
What note?
what you added? Yeah,
Okay, cool. I want to get to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there has been an update.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, well, I want to tell you guys, I got a bitch real quick.
Uh-huh.
You know, I've prided myself about distancing from fantasy football.
Yeah.
Well, somehow this year, not only have I got drawn into one league, I'm doing two.
And you may be doing a podcast league because Lance and Antoine were like, yes.
Oh no, here we go. I
Lance
thought we were
and
going to do
Antoine
a
are
bowling
yes.
tournament.
I think that's going to have to be one night. We do it at Bowl Lounge down there off in the South Side.
Yeah,
All the
I'm in.
podcasts show up and we do a tournament right
let's set
there.
it up.
I
Susie
think we
will
should
set
do that.
it up. And
I think we
Andrew
should.
Andrew Dice Tate, set it up, man.
Andrew Dice Tate.
We're ready to do this.
I like that name. That's what he needs to
So-
go by. Andrew Dice Tate.
I hate fantasy football because
Andrew
it makes
Dice
me
Tate.
obsessive as fuck. Like I end up staying
It
up all night
doesn't
looking at
make
stats,
football
and
fun.
it doesn't make football fun.
But the podcast one thing when I was at the show and I was talking to Lance and Antoine about it was I thought it'd be funny is if we all have to auto draft and to build our teams we have to trade shit out. Like
Well, that's what I'm going to do because both my drafts are on the same at the same time this
like
week,
we all intro.
and we might be at Metallica.
We all intro and we say yes, we're into it. My best season was an auto draft.
Oh, I've had a few.
I got
good
Cam
seasons.
Newton that season. He
Auto
lit
draft
up,
doesn't do you wrong unless there's an
No,
injury that
it
you
was
don't know about
awesome.
that comes out of nowhere.
but the entire pod squad like auto drafts, and then
Just let it roll,
we just let it roll and we work out trades with each other, and we
wheeling and
then it
dealing,
gets
huh?
brutal.
Yeah,
Fuck you! I ain't trading this guy.
I
What
want
the
one
fuck?
dick pic of every person on the show. I
You
want
have
to.
weird fantasies, man.
Yeah, I don't know how I got drawn into this again. I swore it off.
Who are
like,
these leagues with?
relatives and friends, like
Mm.
people that I can't say no to. Really,
Like you're like, oh yeah.
one family I'm trying to impress because I just joined their family.
I guess
so I'm
I'll
like,
play with
"Okay,
Creeping
man."
Death.
The pigs. Yes.
No, not them. I've wrote them off.
Creeping Death.
That when I was in when I needed now, you know what, this is an off the record. That's a corporate meeting that we'll have,
Okay. Well,
and I'll talk about what agitated me about my little trip to Surfside and having to get Heisman by. Never mind. You know, we'll talk later.
Okay.
Off
we'll
the
talk
mic.
later.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't need that connection anymore.
They probably gave you the Heisman because we.
We've given them a lot of Heismans, but
I like them.
no, I love them. But I don't know why. What's so hard about giving one little, like, making one introduction and saying one thing to one person in the music biz? We do it all the time.
Because you're weird.
You and I always.
Look what you did with Leon.
True. Maybe Leon Bridges called them up and was like, don't do that.
Don't trust him.
Don't trust him,
Don't
man.
fucking trust him.
Dustin's just going to go in there and show his dick to everyone.
I wasn't involved in that. Me
Well,
and Leon are
No,
good.
I know. I'm
You and
talking
Matt.
about no. I'm talking
I don't
about
remember this
I'm
story.
specifically talking about the favor that you asked me to take time out of my little getaway to try to set up in
Oh, yeah,
response
yeah,
that
yeah.
I got.
I got you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I got you. Gotcha. Yeah.
And I love the bands,
I got you.
but it's a one-sided relationship. If
But-
they didn't know that,
But we've all been in bands and we understand what game day's like.
right? Yeah, we do.
And there's
Yeah.
so much
We
chaos
do.
coming at you from every direction.
Right,
that you
right.
just don't
But,
know. And it was all
dude,
good. It was all last
We're
minute.
supposed to be cool.
But that's also why.
Supposed to be.
That's also why, like in the professional industry, you got 7 days in advance to do it.
Right. I know. But we're talking about fucking tulips.
Wait,
We're not talking
which I'll
about
be in
Star.
on
The
Thursday.
venue or your tulips?
We're not talking about Starplex.
No.
You know what? We're talking in code. No one knows what we're talking about. Let's move on.
The hell? Boom.
Perfect.
So, one of the things I want to talk about, and this is a huge plug, because I love
This
this
is a butt
organization.
plug.
No. This is an organization I
gotta go to the
love.
bathroom real quick,
I
guys.
really love. Well, I'm glad
y'all
you're not going to be
continue
part of
this
this.
out.
I love Amplify 817. I want to talk about this because what they're doing is pretty badass. I love what they're doing for the scene. I love what the different programs they have going on, which we'll get into in just a minute. And this Friday is their giant showcase, their 817 showcase, even though it's on 818. And it fights with other things going on.
Yep.
Which I hate.
Something that you and I will be at.
Yeah, which I totally hate because I hate missing this. Really hate missing this. But the 817 showcase is this Friday night at Will Rogers Auditorium, and it's 100% free.
Down.
100% free. This event is free. You just hop on there, apply for some tickets. It's free. You get to go see some badass local bands all under one roof, all at once. You got Gosagi, who I think I'm saying that right. Andrew, that's the band that plays it, that practices at your place, right? It's like Japanese drummers.
Oh yeah, Taiko drummers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's freaking badass.
Mm-hmm.
Watched a bunch of videos there. You got Amanda Victoria. She's pretty good. Pretty good. You got well, Matt's not here. You got Fanamello,
Which you guys mentioned earlier.
we did mention earlier.
Sheridan's their new bassist.
Was
Yep.
talking to Will the last couple of weeks about their new shows, and our friend Sheridan is their new bass player. So it's going to be silly and fun, and we're going to get them on the show before too long. And then our buddy Denver Williams, who's just a badass.
Oh yeah.
Saw him Wednesday night.
Yeah, he put on a great show at Cicada.
Great show. Susie and I made grilled cheese
Grilled
sandwiches.
cheese sandwiches. Yeah,
It was
they're
fun.
amazing.
She was on the grill going nuts, but it was all using Denver's recipe. That was a fun night.
Oh, that was his recipe? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's all his
Oh.
stuff.
Does he have a patent?
It's his
on
butter.
it?
His butter is what does it.
Weed butter?
I don't know. But it makes them really good.
I wasn't buzzed afterwards, so I doubt it.
And then headlining the Amplify 817 showcase is Lou Charles. And Lou Charles is a badass. We see him
That's Drake of
around
Tarrant
about
County.
every once in a while.
Not White Drake, because that's me.
No, okay. But the showcase is going to be fucking fun.
When is
it's
that?
really cool. It's Friday night. None of us in the room can go to it unless things fall out. You know, AT&T gets stadium, something happens to it or something. But it's going to be, if you aren't going to Metallica or one of the other crazy things that are going on, go to this. It's free. It's awesome. And they do, what they're doing is really badass for local musicians. And they're also taking donations that night for instruments. Nothing you can put your mouth on, so nothing you can blow through, nothing that, they don't want anything like
Yeah,
that.
no brass, no woodwinds. Yeah.
But drums, guitars, stringed instruments, all that crap, they're taking donations, and the first 10 people that donate instruments that night get a full swag bag of Amplify 817 stuff. Of course, it's free entry, but I always think that's a really cool deal. When
It is.
Teresa and Rita were here in the studio with us talking about it,
They're passionate
that's
about it.
just something fucking cool that
Yeah.
you can
That is.
loan.
We've had beers
have
with
an
them
instrument
too,
loan,
and they're passionate about it.
yeah.
Like they're real.
The whole instrument loan thing and being
Not
able
like
to check
a
out
weekly that you
instruments.
wipe your ass with.
Yes, they're doing good for the scene.
Did I say that, or did I think that?
I think you just said
You
it.
said it.
Um,
Is that a time code, Stubbs?
Yeah, time code that.
but yeah, I think it's going to be a badass show. That lineup is phenomenal.
That's on Friday.
and it's the new Fanamello,
New lineup.
and you get to see Denver like just go nuts on a gigantic stage.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I wonder if
It's
he's
so
gonna
fucking
strip.
cool.
Do the Red Hot Chili Peppers put a towel on his
or a sock.
Sock, yeah.
Yeah.
What a towel on the head,
Towel.
sock on the dong, right?
Yeah.
Right? It was
Yeah.
towel on the head.
I'm kind
right?
of pissed because when I was texting back and forth with Sheridan, I was like, I'm gonna miss both your shows. I'm not gonna be able to be at both your shows. Because their very first show as a band is House of Blues,
Yeah.
and then
She's
they're playing
stoked about
this.
that too. I can't wait
Yeah.
to see her up there playing with the Phantomello
It'll be cool. It'll be
with
fun.
Jorts. Does he go by that anymore?
No, why are you bringing him up?
Jords. Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
He's not in that
Yeah,
band.
he's not.
I don't even know what
What's
you're talking
going
about.
on?
I was thinking
What's
Son of
happening?
Stan. He was.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what's his name's playing.
What,
in.
Doty?
Huh?
What? Huh?
What are you talking about?
Yeah. What are you?
Well, you
talking
said
But I'm
Son-
glad you brought up Doty.
You said so in Stan. I thought maybe you were talking about Doty. I was going
What
to say
just
I never,
happened to
I
you?
never heard you refer to him as that.
Can we run through the entire weekend right now? Because this weekend's
No, there's too
ridiculous.
much. If you're gonna do that, I'm gonna go back outside and pee some more. There's a lot.
Thursday night, 3 cans. Take 3 cans of tulips. It's free entry to see Ozone.
Oh.
Okay,
I've yet to catch them live.
I'm
so-
going.
never
to-
seen them,
I'm
yeah.
going
Thursday.
Thursday night.
I thought you got Spec Jam.
No.
I'll sit on them bass then.
Okay, you go
I'll
do
sit
it.
in.
No, I'm gonna go shoot them. So
Whoa!
yeah, I'm
Photography.
taking photos of Ozone. So 3 cans.
Sorry.
Donation
entry.
for your entry to see Ozone at Tulips.
Who's a hardcore band from
Yeah, and there's
Tarrant
like
County.
3 other bands opening. I can't remember who them all. Friday night you have the 817 showcase. You have Metallica. There really is. This is
And
the,
there's a band that's opening up for Metallica
called
too,
Pantera
Pantera.
that we know
yeah.
of.
that is from Arlington. And this is the craziest
010?
weekend for local music or for music period in North Texas and forever.
And it's
I'm
going to
just
be
gonna say it.
109 degrees.
109 degrees.
Mm.
So then, once you're done with Friday night, Saturday,
You're going to go to Metallica again.
part of the Metallica Takeover weekend is going to see the Metallica Sons bands at 3 Links.
Yeah. Is it James Hetfield and Robert Trujillo's their sons that are
Bastard Dane has James' son, and Rob's son is in
Otto?
Otto.
I thought you said James' son was named Bastard Day.
No.
No.
And the opening band is our buddies Van Dam.
It rocks everybody's balls off.
Speaking of Doty,
There
Goddamn,
you go.
Van Damme.
It all goes back to Doty
it does.
on this show.
We're going to go hang out with the Doties that night. Have
Sounds
some
like
fun.
the name of a sitcom, Hanging with the Doties.
Then later that night
There'll be sex.
is Fugitive with 10,000 stab wounds or 100 stab wounds. or
Don't try to
whatever
get
they
in
are.
there and take pictures though.
What? With Fugitive? Oh. I see what you're saying.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, no, we're in on that. So you got Fugitive happening right down the street. You got that happening. Then at Texas Theater, there's a bunch of bullshit going on, Metallica-esque. And at the Echo Lounge is
A lot
Metallica
of
cover
metal.
bands.
There's a lot of metal and loud music happening
It's
this
all,
There
it's
is.
Metallica Takeover
week. It's like a
weekend.
Jerry Jonestown Massacre wet dream.
Nope.
A dry dream?
There's no Faith No More.
No,
There's
yeah.
no Gojira.
Oh
There's
yeah.
No
We
Mastodon.
talked about the
No
festival.
There's no Nine Inch Nails. There's no Dillinger.
We got to
Like,
do
we've
some
got-
work to
Yeah.
get that to go.
No
No.
Royal Blood, but they're
How are
coming
they
in
all going to fit in Cicada?
November.
I don't know. It's weird. All the buses wrapped around Cicada
Tyler,
are going to build a
we got-
fort. We're going to build a bus
This is weird.
fort.
We booked a show.
You ever heard of a band called Gojira? Well, they're going to
Gojira?
play Cicada.
Gojira.
They have a lot of pyro.
Go Gojira.
So, and then Sunday, of course, is second half of Metallica. Of no repeat weekend.
If I go that day, it'll be just to see Metallica. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of fucking off,
Yeah.
running around doing
Yeah.
shit, doing other stuff in the stadium.
Yeah,
And
the
it-
serious night of the Metallica show is Friday,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, and who's the band? Who's the band that's playing in lieu of Pantera on Saturday?
Five Finger.
That's. I thought Five
Finger
Finger's
Food.
also playing on Friday.
No,
Oh, they are?
no,
I
it's
don't think so.
It's Wolfenstein, Edward Van.
Oh,
Wolfenstein,
Wolfgang.
Mammoth.
Wolfgang, yeah.
Yeah, and so it's
Mammoth.
Mammoth, Pantera,
Okay.
Metallica first night. Then the second night is Five Finger Fruit Punch, someone else, and someone else. And then,
And Metallica. Sorry, guys.
so
Man,
it's a crazy weekend, and it's gonna be hot as balls, and we're gonna die.
so while we're talking music, I want to talk about this band that everybody's freaking out about. And I think I've talked with you about them. I don't know if we've ever talked about him, but it's Sleep
Better
Token.
Lovers. Oh.
Sleep Token.
Yeah, Sleep Token's been around.
Dude, if you're gonna dress up and be spooky, don't play diet metal.
I thought they were.
No, they're diet metal.
What happened?
What do you mean?
Didn't they do? They did a cool track that was cool as shit.
Was it a Faith No More cover or something?
I don't remember.
Because they keep coming up. You know how a couple of weeks ago, Paramore, which wasn't Paramore,
Paramore.
no, it was Paramore showing up on my feed, but I thought it was Evanescence, and I was getting pissed.
Yeah.
Well, now Sleep Token. Everywhere I go, Sleep Token, Sleep Token
Why?
this, Sleep Token that. And so I took a minute to listen to him. I was
Just
like,
listen
okay,
to Sleep.
it's happy gent
Yeah.
is what it is. Yeah,
Happy
it's diet gent.
Just meh.
Yeah, Meshuggah would be.
Well-
Meshuggah's real gent because they're the inventors.
Yeah.
And then you have Sleep Token that's doing Barbie gent.
Why can't we have good?
And if
bands?
you're gonna dress up like that, like they do, dude, have something behind it that's not what every emo kid's listening to these days.
No.
Can we bring back the good bands that talked about mutilating people?
Can we bring back when the devil worshiping bands were devil worshippers? I miss those days.
When you would listen to music and want to burn a church. Remember
Right.
when the spectacle was good and you wanted
And then they got that bass player.
to go protest City Hall?
Protest, yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to burn stuff down.
Then they got a shitty bass player to
And
join
now,
them, and
now
then
it's
it's like
now it's diet spectacle.
it's half Sleep Token.
Right. Y'all should start dressing up like that. Like, I'm serious. You're gonna dress up like a Destiny character? Fucking play some Destiny music.
Destiny
Yeah.
character. Surprised you didn't say Fortnite.
The spectacle almost.
What?
We may be Destiny characters for too long.
Oh, is there another motif you're gonna go
There's
for?
another motif we're looking at.
It's not gonna be
Oh,
Far
shit.
Cry
No.
Part 2.
I never played Far Cry 2.
I'd like to hear
Part
about
3.
Chicago.
Yeah, we got Skip Redstone's manager, I guess.
Yeah, but I
In
would
there.
also
His
like
puppeteer.
to treat you guys to something.
Okay.
It's called my cock.
Brownies. What are you doing? All right, I guess we're taking a cock break. So you went to Chicago. Did you get shot?
No. Dude, I'm here. I have no wounds.
What'd you think?
No GSWs.
Was that your first time to go there?
It was, yeah.
No 200 stab wounds.
Did you see Michael Jordan?
No.
Damn. Did you see Nine Inch Nails?
Why would I say Nine Inch
Damn.
Nails? Wouldn't.
Did you go to Wax Tracks, TVT's?
Did you go
headquarters?
anywhere cool?
A couple places. It was really just the big
You went and
cliche
looked at
tour
the Bean.
tour attractions. Yeah, I saw the Bean at Millennium Park.
Did you flick it?
I got close enough to flick it, and I did make that joke. Skip did make that joke.
Mm.
Yeah, like he said, "Yo, I wonder how big the hand is that flicks this bean."
Did you go bury a bunch
Skip's
of?
got a he needs to chill out. He's gonna get some hashtag Me Too.
Did you go
actions
bury
pretty soon.
a bunch of alcohol out in for Lollapalooza in the park?
No,
so
I
that way you
didn't.
could dig it up during Lollapalooza.
Shit, all the alcohol I had was at bars and at the party that I went to for my job. That was the main reason I went.
That's a great story.
Yeah,
Let me tell you.
What'd you get? You went for your job, you said?
yeah.
Are they still in business?
Yes, they are, and let's
Why
not
up
talk
there?
anymore about my employer.
Why'd they do it up there?
They chose two cities this year. One was Denver, and one was Chicago.
Why would they do Chicago rather than
Is
Denver?
it just to get away from home base?
No, it's because it's a national company. This is for all the employees that want to
How woke was it?
partake. I mean, free food, free booze. Can't complain there,
I'm surprised you got in as a white male.
dude. Seriously, you ever heard of EOE?
Yeah, I have.
Give me a clean one.
My
This one's
my
whiskey
goal
wine.
is to get you fired tonight, since I found out you're coming over here.
Did you have whiskey in this?
Yeah, I did.
Give me
no. Those are fresh cups.
No, he handed me a whiskey one.
Sorry, I've been drinking whiskey.
Give me
down here.
two whiskeys.
I was already
or
using
two
this
clean
one.
ones.
So I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
want
no,
you
no.
to.
I don't want y'all to taint what I'm about to give you.
Oh, okay.
Now let me see yours. Okay. All right.
There's my fresh one.
Let me see yours. All right.
So as you're pouring that, yeah, I also went and saw. I also went and ate at the actual restaurant, the original Mr. Beef, the restaurant that is based on the bear. And what was kind of cool is that the front of it looks almost exactly the same. Cause
When you walked in, was New Noise playing? Like, does it just like when you open the door? Does the
It has
ringer
to
on the
be,
door
right?
just go?
I asked the counter guy there if they get a lot of people that come in and quote the show. He's like, yeah, all the fucking time, buddy.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess he's not a fan of
And
Skip.
they even have a
Did you take Skip out?
outside. Yeah,
You did?
yeah, I did.
I
a
saw the
pre-
skip outside.
Yeah, a short video.
Who'd
yeah.
he molest?
And they have no idea what Jewish lightning is. So.
What?
They should have seen the show.
Man,
The show.
what? What
Mm,
just happened?
I don't know.
That's a term for
Yeah, we know.
accidental fire, quote unquote. It's not really spoiling anything. It's
You want
just
some
something
honey
that-
bridges?
Yeah, pass it over.
Ricks in Denton knows what that is.
I'll pass it over. I don't trust you to just start drinking it.
You're gonna have to retell
Sip
the
it.
story of Honey Britches because I don't think everyone listened to the Big Ben shows.
All right, so honey britches is something that Susie and I have been working on for a little bit.
All right.
We got into this whole thing of making mead.
And Uncle Ben's mushrooms.
And yeah. Now we started making mead and it's fun as fuck. It's
What's
just
this
fun to
flavor
do.
we're about to do?
I'm about to give y'all what I think. Like I may just give it
Are we
up
the
now.
first tasting?
Besides us two, maybe. I don't know. Her kids have had some. This is the first public tasting of Parker County peach, which is made with Parker County sourced honey and Parker County peaches from Parker County, which is just west
That's where
of
the
Fort
Parker.
Worth.
That's
Well-
where the Parker County peaches are
Here's
from.
you some mead, sir. This is sat for probably about 2.5 months, 3 months now.
And is Mandy
Mandy.
gonna have to come pick me up?
No, I mean
Okay,
it's.
good.
I think it's about.
It's not 26%
No,
like the last time.
I don't know. It's been sitting for a while.
Holy shit.
So I want you guys to taste it. Y'all are having the first tasting of anybody
Okay.
besides her kids and us two.
Yeah, I like
Smells
meat.
delicious.
Meat's
It's-
good.
Peach, take a swig.
Yeah, I like it. It doesn't beat my favorite flavor, but I like it.
You don't like it over blackberry?
No, that's the greatest thing you've ever created.
The blackberry's pretty fucking good.
Besides
and I think there needs
The
to be another.
podcast.
Yeah, this isn't
The
bad.
blackberry's pretty fucking good. But I love this peach. I love this peach.
It's very subtle, just enough.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
comes back. I'm a big fan of the peach.
It's good.
It's only like 13, 14%.
So who's in a big fan of the peach?
I like peaches.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Millions of peaches.
Peaches for
Peaches
me.
for me.
Yeah. Anyway,
Was
when
that song about ass?
proverbially,
right?
yes, it's
Was
That's
it really?
they that dude played a 2-string guitar or bass.
2-string bass. Yeah, and the
Was it?
guitarist had a
The
3-string
presidents.
like
guitar. of the
the
United States of America. That was
like
my
the-
first concert.
like the chick from
Oh,
White
really?
Zombie.
Yeah.
What a
Sean
lame-
Yseult.
That is the lamest
She had a
first
2-string
concert I've
bass.
ever heard.
Nope. She may have only played 2 strings, but she had all 4 strings on her bass.
When I saw him, she only had 2 strings.
Really?
One in the front,
That's
one in
true.
the back, huh?
All songs are about ass at some point. I
Yeah.
love this peach.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Thanks, Dustin and Susie.
Yeah. And then finally,
We're gonna make some crazy ass flavors over the next few months. Why did I just turn into what's his name?
Who's what's his name? Did y'all see that Dale Gribble died?
the voice actor, yeah.
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 Fuck,
Yeah.
man.
A couple days ago.
So,
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
did you
is-
get to run around Chicago much, or was it a lot of work?
Well, see, the thing is that it was fucking raining hard almost the entire day yesterday.
Must
Yeah.
be nice.
I was only there for one. I flew in there.
What's rain like?
yeah. What is
Yeah,
this thing
right,
you
I
call
know.
rain?
Yeah, and it was like the temperature was welcome. It was very welcoming. It was 72 and windy.
That's gotta suck ass.
Well, compared to here right now.
Yeah,
I mean, but yeah, the rain was
He
the
was being
biggest.
facetious.
yeah, I am.
The rain was the biggest deterrent from because I would have wanted to see a lot more of the city than I got to.
Did you go to the south side?
No, I stayed north. Yeah,
Should have gone on the south side.
yeah, and I actually had to go back to my hotel room twice to break out the fucking. No, I could do that anywhere.
Oh.
That is a public bathroom. That is. But thank God for hair dryers in hotel bathrooms because I had to use it twice on my shirt, my shoes, and my socks.
Did you have sex?
I went alone. No.
That's about all we got on that.
What, did I
Okay.
miss something here?
You got another question for you, Matt?
Yeah, as long as our traveling brotherhood pants are here, where are we going to next?
What
We
a
haven't-
stupid fucking question.
That is actually.
I've
a
been
good
thinking
question.
about that. We've tossed around a Colorado trip, but it's a 4-wheel
Dude,
drive thing. That
you
we wanna
guys
do,
would-
but
You guys would love Chicago. I mean, it's similar.
we're not
it's-
going to Chicago.
It's a little smaller than New York City, but I mean,
Yeah.
the public transit is pretty broad there.
Hit it again. Doom, 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 doom.
No.
I would
That's
like,
what we got to do when someone's talking too much.
I would like to go to
Just
Chicago.
doom, doom,
Should do that to
doom.
you all the time.
I'd like to go to Chicago. I'd like to check it out, but I don't.
I appreciate that, man, because I've been thinking about how much I talk too much and suicide. So thanks, man.
We're going back to that again.
Doom.
Oh, 808.
Yeah, I don't know. Chicago isn't top of my priorities. I'd like to go up there and check it out,
Where do you want to go?
dude. So
We can't do the Colorado one that we want to take the 4-wheelers out on
why not?
because he doesn't have a 4-wheel drive vehicle.
We can always hitch with someone.
Don't you want us all
Oh yeah, we could
railing
all
through
wheel.
the trails?
We could all
I say
wheel.
Seattle. I think Seattle would be a cool trip. Either that or the UK. It's up to y'all.
Can I talk? I guess I can. Susie just posted in there.
New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans a couple
I'm-
times.
New
I'm-
Orleans. We haven't been there in a while.
I'm dying for a New Orleans trip. It's been since 6
Yeah.
years ago.
Pre-COVID.
5 years ago.
Yeah, it's a short flight,
New
too.
Orleans, man.
Like
Yeah.
That's-
a
that'd
little
be
over an
cool.
hour.
Well, I think within the next couple of months, I'm just drive down there and go.
I also want to go to Athens.
Athens, Georgia.
Greece.
Yeah. Well, yes.
You need.
But yeah, Athens, Georgia.
You know what's a fantastic town? How far is Athens
Savannah?
from Savannah?
Yeah, Savannah'd be
fucking
cool.
awesome.
Savannah
Savannah'd be
is badass. I went 2 years ago with Shelly. There's so much history in that town.
Savannah is. I need to do some research on Savannah. So many squares, and I don't understand why.
Let's do that. Let's do
Yeah.
Savannah.
Savannah, Athens,
Yeah. Is Jeremy in the chat?
and then we
Oh,
grab.
he's not even
a-
awake yet.
we tell Jesse to meet us at Myrtle Beach.
Hey, guys.
Myrtle Beach.
We go to his old employer, the old strip club he used
Yeah.
to work
There
at.
is one thing about
we can tell him
Savannah.
we're ripping all his vocals.
There is one thing about Savannah that really kind of threw me for a loop when I was there, is that every place there shuts down at 9 o'clock.
Savannah's an early town,
Yeah,
But you brought up a
except by
good
the colleges.
close destination. That'd be an easy trip to do for guys pants trip.
What?
The traveling brotherhood. That sounds so
Where's
white
that?
supremacist, doesn't it? The traveling brotherhood.
well, there was
Yeah.
that one movie, like Sister of the Traveling Pants, or
I'll
something
stop.
like that. Where?
Oh yeah.
yeah, go down
Yeah.
to their resort and
But you could take ladies down there too and let them do the wine thing.
I'd rather kill them.
Wow, this went dark. Ooh.
Hey, how do you keep a hooker from crawling away?
You shoot her.
Shoot her
again.
in the back again.
Doom.
It's a GTA 5 joke.
No, it's not.
Let's go kill a
It's a
hooker.
Dustin original.
I didn't come up with that. You walked in with that one, sir. The you know, Fredericksburg is a good good place. You put
Sedona,
guys go to
Arizona'd be cool too.
go to Allsted and just sit back and drink, and then the ladies can hit the wine highway.
And then pleasure us when we get back.
Yes, and then
When
serve
they get
us
back.
with something I don't know.
Ooh.
When they get back, you'll hear,
I want to watch you blow your load later.
and it'll be like, "What, Andrew? You've had too much to drink at Allsted."
Or God damn it! I wish you had the a sample of the one, the Menace to Society one, where he says, "Man, I'll suck your dick."
Oh, well, if you're doing that,
Well, sir,
Thomas,
I
that's
don't
weird.
know. I'll just back out. I'll just like.
We will not cover your funerals, and we will not feel sorry for you.
No.
All right,
none.
Shep.
So
That's
Chicago.
it. We're done.
No. I've got some
Show
other
notes are over.
stuff. Chicago. You like it, huh?
Dude, I would definitely go back.
I'm ready to go to Vegas.
I also
again,
have a
too.
friend up there that I met up with too.
You have a friend?
Well,
Oh,
besides you guys, yes, I have a
Vegas.
social life outside.
That's
of-
another option we could do. We've
Yeah.
already done that once.
Yeah, we went to
But
Vegas.
did you see what the
We're gonna do
sphere?
the Route 91.
Have you seen what the sphere is starting to put
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
The red light.
Yeah.
Man, that thing looks so fake when you see it online. You're like,
Dude.
that doesn't even look real.
Can you imagine stacking and looking at that thing?
No, and then
I would
seeing
lose my
and then
mind.
seeing an F1 race.
And then all of a sudden the
Yow!
no,
No.
I wouldn't talk. I wouldn't think about it. All of a sudden the moon. If I saw that moon in real life that close, that big, I would freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
I would
Stacking.
start thinking it's entering our atmosphere and it's going to start breaking up.
Yeah.
Is stacking legal there?
Well, I mean, they have the
Like
Walmart
card
of
stacking?
weed.
I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, but
You
there's
can
only
stack
like there's only like
gummies.
3 places in America where stacking's completely legal now,
Yeah, oh yeah. But
and I don't know if Vegas is one of them.
does
If it
anybody
is,
really care? I mean, you're just carrying chocolates around.
yeah, good point.
Just chocolate. I don't know.
Chocolate rain.
Some stay dry and others feel the pain.
I can't believe you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's go to Moab.
Oh, that's
The Moab
right.
Desert.
we might. Let's go to
Goes on.
all the places that we could die easily.
What? It's off roading. It's trailing. It's
So you
want
want to go to Australia and swim in the ocean?
What about
Anything there will fucking
We have
kill
listeners from Australia, so watch it.
Yeah. Good
Those
day,
people are
mate.
good people, man. They're great wannabe
I
Americans.
want to say hi to Daniel Ricardo right now.
That's right.
you. Yeah, one of my
Who's listening
favorite
to us.
comedians is
Just
Australian.
Shoot us an email.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Randy Feldface.
Was he in Midnight Oil?
No,
In Excess,
no.
AC/DC, Silverchair.
Silverchair.
You know way more Australian artists than I do.
Or
Off the
or
top of your head.
Kylie Minogue. She's Australian too.
Alpha Wolf. Are they from New Zealand? I can't remember.
Wolf Mother.
Wolf Mother.
Are they
yeah.
from there?
Yeah, they're Australian.
Meh.
Olivia Newton-John?
Yes. God rest her soul.
Did she pass on to the
Yeah.
next planet?
Yep.
About a
She
year
died.
ago.
Uh-oh.
Poor Sandy.
Yeah.
Sandy got done doing Dallas.
Mm.
So I want to talk to you about
So much
something.
for summer love.
Yeah.
Sex.
Scientists are down around Antarctica, which, Antarctica is an ice wall to what the government doesn't want us to see. That's what I've been told.
Well, yeah, we have an
according
outpost
to the
there.
internet. You're not. You can only see so much of Antarctica. The rest of it's a secret because there's secret pyramids and alien
Well,
spaceships.
the wall's there from Game of Thrones.
And there's a wall, and the real continents of the Earth are just past that wall, but the government doesn't want us to see. That's what I've been told.
Is this flat Earth stuff?
That's what I've been told.
Do you think the world's flat,
Well,
Thomas?
well, scientists are down there.
No.
You better not. I'll punch you in the dick so hard. And make
I
you
don't
realize-
understand the whole fucking phenomenon with
I don't get it either.
What has to do with camera angles?
Yeah. Everything else in the sky is round. All of a sudden, we're flat.
I guess, man.
Everything else in the sky rotates, and all of a sudden we're flat.
yeah.
I mean, come on. I guess. Unless it's all a simulation.
I mean, it could
like
be.
the
At this
Matrix.
point, I don't know anymore. I sit at home and think that I'm in the simulation.
So scientists are down in Antarctica and they're doing some dicking around, and they're finding these new species that they haven't seen before. There's a weird thing. They're going through they're finding these different biomes the deeper they go in the
Yeah.
ocean around Antarctica. Places they've never been, never looked at, and all of a sudden, all this new creatures are coming out. This new living creatures are coming out of the woodwork, and I don't even know
They find a
how to describe
carbonite.
it, but they're going through there. But they found
Han
this
Solo?
thing called an Antarctic strawberry feather straw.
Yes. What is this?
Okay.
Please explain.
I like to know too.
It's an octopus where the head is like a strawberry.
So it's not like the strawberry milkshake that when you punch the girl in the mouth after you blow your
No,
blow? And
I don't know what
her-
you're talking about. I don't know where you're
her
going
nose.
with this, and I'm so.
Are you talking about donkey punches or?
It's like a donkey punch, Thomas, except it's
What
the
are
front
y'all
face,
doing?
and you punch her in the nose, and then she dribbles jizz and bloody nose out.
Gross.
Have you heard of the Adele?
You like that one?
I don't know.
Did you like that?
I don't know about that.
I'll tell you about the
I knew
Adele
you would
later.
like that
Okay.
The Adele Baby Love so much. And then I just kept running around going, "Hello from the other side."
Oh, okay.
All right, so
Then
this
what?
I'll tell you here in a minute when we get to the end of the show. Well, that'll be the surprise for the end of the show.
Yeah.
But
Speaking
this-
of my
all right,
ex,
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa. Jesus Christ.
the Adele was practiced a lot. She doesn't listen.
I'm so shocked. I don't even know what to do.
Whoa. Do.
So this
Hello.
the thing about this strawberry feather straw is it's octopi-like. And if you look it up real quick on your computer, put in the strawberry feather
All right,
straw.
let me look it up.
Antarctic strawberry feather straw. It has 20 arms.
20.
20 arms, and it's it's the most craziest. I don't know. It's insane. But they live somewhere between 215 feet to 3,840 feet of water.
This thing looks like it's straight out of Alien.
Yes, like it's
Yeah,
gonna
it does.
face hug you, and just
Does it have a beak?
I don't know.
That's a callback from last week.
That is sick looking, man.
Thing
I don't
is-
want no part of that.
That thing is badass, and I want one in an aquarium now.
Can you
What's
imagine?
its size? Does
Can
it
you
say?
imagine
It has
fishing-
20 fucking arms,
fishing in Lake Arlington, which
and
is
you
already
pull this
dicey,
out- Yeah,
and you pull this out?
I would have thought I pulled some homeless guy's vertebrae out that
That's
drowned.
what this looks like. Like 60 homeless guys' vertebrae.
It's
this picture
weird
I'm
looking,
at.
man. It's insane. This thing's crazy. I'd show it to the chat room, but
We don't have a producer to do
we
it,
don't have a producer or technology to do it right now.
which is why we need to talk to you, Mr. Andrew Dice Tate.
Or do we?
Never mind.
He got us in trouble.
How do these things, like,
How?
what is this?
Tell me later.
It looks
I
like an
don't know.
alien. It looks like
it
an
really
alien.
does. And I'm starting to go
With
back to the
Mars
theory
thing.
that octopus and squid are aliens. And that we don't need to be worried about space. We need to be worried about the depths.
Yeah,
They're
our-
from Mars
Things are coming from the depths
And
to kill
China.
us.
in China.
Yeah, our deep ocean.
And maybe the octopus, you've seen them camouflage on the ocean floor. What if when they come out of the water, they fucking camouflage too?
They like got, or what if they have invisible cloaks?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, hey, it's possible. I mean, geckos can change color too.
And
or
then
or
they-
chameleons, not geckos. Yeah.
And then they probe you.
Yeah. This thing, can you imagine this thing probing you? Talk about the Sharpie challenge. Oof.
20 tentacles inside you.
That's a Japanese
a-
woman's wet dream.
Is that a Misfit song?
It's about to be a
20
Stink Flamingo
tentacles
song.
in by my taint.
20 arms. Is there anything else that has 20 arms on Earth?
I don't know.
Or limbs, not that I know of.
Not that I know of.
I know Tin Hands, the band
Well,
that used to play in Deep Ellum.
Not
Yeah.
counting insects, because like centipedes, millipedes, they have more than
Yeah.
20 legs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a freaky looking thing, man.
thing is
That it,
badass.
yeah, it looks like you know what it looks like? Bones.
You know what it needs to be? This is the new
What is its actual
Uh,
size? Does it say?
spirit. This is the spirit
trying to
creature of the
see.
JJTM.
It's believed to live 215 feet to 3,840 feet.
That's what I
So
said
if you want to go
earlier.
fish one,
Mm.
you got to have a wire leader and a long
long
test
line.
line.
Mhm.
And I don't know what it eats. So I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
But if it doesn't have a beak, you can do what that one dude did.
By analyzing the DNA and the body shape of the creatures, the researchers say that they're able to correctly categorize many more distinct members of the genus.
We'll get into
Genus.
that. Rich. We'll get into
So there's more. What they're saying is there's more of this down there that is creeping on us.
Thomas, have you ever removed an animal's teeth in order to have sexual relations with it?
No, that sounds like some True Detective season 1 shit.
Really weird, huh?
What?
There was a guy on Reddit that had a pet octopus.
Yeah, hence the beak. This is a great show, by the way. I just wanted to throw that in there. This show's great.
What about?
You warned me when I walked in. I've got shit.
I've got shit.
I've got a
shit.
concert that I went to, and the Dallas Cowboy dancers, and you went to Free Play.
All right, here's the important topic right now.
Okay.
This was the other thing. It's called this big
is the-
giant survey was. It's called Where Romance and Rubber Meet the Road. And one of the big things about this is about dating and driving. Have you ever lost a girlfriend because of your driving habits?
No.
Have you?
It's contributed to my road rage. Like, my road rage has contributed to breakups for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm a different man now. I only have an incident like once every 6 months, but it's a brutal one.
What I'm going through right now, there was a lot of issues with driving in this issue.
Right.
And this
Oh.
issue that I'll get into.
The dating?
No. The marriage. The ending of the
Oh.
marriage.
It's always a good topic.
Yeah.
That's next
Wow.
week's show. Dude.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Matt, for bringing that up. Oh, no, I cranked it all the way up. Hold on.
Whoa.
All right, so
Next week, everybody's going to be like, will y'all stop playing that stupid Taylor Sheridan shit?
y'all thought it was funny, and
Now you overdid it, just like
And now you-
everything else.
biggest driving turnoffs.
Road rage has got to be number one, right?
Number 2.
What's number one?
It's number one.
Bad driving?
100 people were surveyed. What are people's biggest driving turnoffs?
Man, from a sexual partner?
Tailgating or slamming on brakes.
Speeding.
Tailgating was number 4.
Speeding.
Speeding was number
Speeding.
1, 2.
Oh, not number.
6,
So we're
7, 8,
missing
9, 10.
texting while driving.
Not-
Texting while driving was number 3.
Not using turn signals.
Not using turn signals was number 20.
Playing with
Hmm.
your anus while
No,
driving.
that's not on here. Number 1. Come on, guys. Driving under the influence.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
That's
always
the biggest
Uber.
turnoff.
Uber.
Yeah.
Number 2, road rage. Number 3, texting while driving. Number 4, using social media while driving.
You know what's funny? I think I've brought this up on the show, but I have heard that driving while you're arguing, you know how some people will start freaking out and just driving crazy.
That's when I go into F1 mode.
Yeah.
I start
That's
driving
well,
better.
congratulations. That's considered a domestic abuse.
Oh, it is.
It's emotional abuse and
Well,
Oh.
psychological.
don't
abuse and
fucking
stuff like
argue with me, and I won't go 200 miles an hour.
It's funny, the last time that I had an instant like this, I was driving back from Surfside, Texas, and all of a sudden
That was 2
someone
weeks
asked
ago.
me a question about, I know it was, about a financial situation in the car that I got to do something with. And I totally, I don't know if I've told you this, I'm not taking my Adderall right now. I don't have insurance, so I haven't been able to get my refills. So I'm very
Oh.
Oh,
distracted.
don't worry. It's fucking expensive right now because I just got my refill.
Oh, damn.
Pharmaceutical talk.
Yeah.
So
When there's a shortage, they jack the fuck out
So
of it.
I'm very distracted, and all of a sudden I got to ask this. I started thinking about this. Next thing I know, I missed my turn, and I'm not headed towards 45 at all. I'm in the hood of Houston, out of nowhere.
Oh, which warden were you in?
5th,
Oh, yeah, the 5th ward. I spent
the-
plenty
with
of time there.
ghetto boys.
That's where I spent plenty of time after Ike.
But
Yep.
the
I remember
long
that
and short
story.
of it is don't drive mad ever. Like, guys, girls, if you're fighting with your significant other, because that's what this is about.
Yeah.
Don't do that, because that's an emotional abuse, and driving like a maniac when you're in a fight is an asshole thing to do.
When you're driving, both of y'all, do you drive different when there's someone else in your car?
I drive more. I get more. I think it's because this Papa Bear thing happens when I have my girls in the car. I'm a fucking dick, and I'm more protective. I think when I'm by myself, I can zone out, listen to whatever I want to, and just ignore the world. But when I have a passenger, like you just brought up, a loved one in the car with me, I get more protective, but it always blows up in my face because I'll fucking be the. What was it, a couple of weeks ago when I told you that I almost got into it with an old black woman? After I got home, I was like, dude, take a step back. This is when I quit social media and everything. and
Yeah.
because I was like, dude, why are you this angry? Why are you so angry that you almost ran a poor old black lady off the road? And it was because she rolled the
Deserved it.
window down and said my kid deserved a better dad. But still, I should never have been in that situation. For some reason, my
Where
aggressive
were y'all
driving,
at when this happened?
East Chase.
Like y'all are just sitting at a light?
No, I was trying to get over, and then this lady, this poor lady, like leaned on the horn, and then she whipped around me and started saying all this crazy stuff. And then when I went to
Excessive
roll,
honking is number 5.
is it?
Oh.
Yeah.
When I went to roll down the window, I accidentally rolled down the window to my daughter. Well, my daughter starts freaking out, like roll the window up, and I'm in the middle of yelling at the lady because she's yelling at me and all this. Meanwhile, I probably put 65 people's lives in danger, and I was an asshole, and I should have been the bigger man and just continued, my route and stayed in Zen, which is what I do when I drive by myself. When I'm by myself, I'm fine.
See, I'm opposite. When I'm by
When you're by-
myself, I'm a little more.
F20.
Well, I yell a little bit more. I make a little bit more of a big deal out of things, and I
That's
get into
weird.
it and I yell. But when I have someone else in the car, I'm a little more chill and relaxed, and I don't drive as aggressively.
There
as I
could be
normally would.
books wrote about the psychological change of people when they get behind the wheel.
I think
I always
that's-
bring up my mom. My mom is the sweetest lady I know. Get her behind the wheel. Oh my gosh. I'll slit your fucking throat and piss on your wounds, you motherfucker.
That's me when
Go
I'm
back
alone.
to Germany.
It's hard for me to think about Vicky that way.
That's when I'm alone. I'll do that. But when I have someone else in the car, I usually drive a little more protective, a little more observant, a little more taking care of everything to where
You're more laid back
I'm
when
more
you have
laid
people
back when I
you
have
have
people in the car.
passengers.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty.
That's good. I would say that's a good thing because
Yeah.
at least you're not putting your loved ones in danger, which is what I do. I fucking become this overprotective white prick.
I'm also a professional driver
You are.
because I drive about.
you have
15
stated that you
to-
could take out Hamilton.
I know I could do that, but I'm also a professional
about
driver.
Verstappen
I
at this
drive
point?
about. Dude. They're talking about putting him just for the fuck of it.
You heard about his endurance team that's about ready to go?
Yeah.
endurance team.
Well, they're
Le
gonna
Mans?
they're
Oh.
gonna
Like
do
he's
Le
going to
Mans.
start a GT. Is it GT3?
If the
is league he's
contracts will
starting in?
allow him to. He wants to.
Oh,
do
is that what
Le
it's
Mans.
tied up on?
But they're already doing the Nuremberg ring thing. In
Can you imagine
during one of the
racing for
breaks.
Max Verstappen's team? The pressure.
I mean, I could.
Just get out of the fucking car. Let me do this.
No,
No,
Yeah.
he would say that to you.
no.
So you could beat Verstappen and Hamilton at this point.
Him and I would sit around and joke, and we would laugh. and
Because
we'd have
you're,
fun.
because you're
We're
on the
equals.
same wavelength.
We're on the same
You're on the
wavelength.
same. Yeah, you're
No.
right.
He's Dutch. I'm German. We can get along. We're good.
Nederlands and Deutsch.
Yes. I mean, we tell you how it is. And if you don't like it, Fort Worth Weekly, get the fuck over it. Because that's how it is. I tell you how it is.
Yeah.
I'm straight up with you. I'm German. I tell you how it is. I'm
so
truthful.
I wonder how many divorces have happened from this.
For-
Straight up,
on
this
the
is
podcast.
This, no,
No, on the
that-
podcast.
there's two that I know.
No, too.
I'm not including that statement, am I?
Sometimes
I mean,
the show.
I've been
gets too-
divorced too, but I don't.
Sometimes you get a behind the scenes.
Sometimes
look.
we go a little
you
too
might
far.
you might have had one there.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Like, how many times has a woman and a man been driving and or vice versa, and that was the last straw? They're like, this. I'm divorcing this
I
motherfucker.
can't be.
Probably daily.
I know I've had a conversation in my past. It's been like, I'm not going to ride with you anymore because you listen to a certain type of music, which is where I want to go with this survey.
Oh,
I've straight up pulled over on I-35 north, got out of the car and said later, and just walked home like 12 miles one night.
Don't ever do that again.
Drunk, too.
Don't ever do that again.
Oh, I'll
because
call you next time.
Don't
'cause I
ever get
walked
off on
home.
35 because I lost a friend on 35 that did the exact same thing.
Well, hopefully
Oh,
it'll
really?
be me.
Yeah, he
soon.
got hit by a car right there by Lance.
He just
Oh,
had too
shit.
much and was like, "Fuck this! I'm
Westport-
jumping in front of traffic."
No, just for the Westport Freeway exit, he got pissed
It
at
is-
whoever he's riding with and got out of the car and just started walking the highway, and a guy
Didn't see him.
didn't see him and he was walking along the shoulder, and a guy didn't see him and hit him on the shoulder and killed him. Over.
Game
Yeah.
over.
He was one of the first guys I used to play music with.
And now he's got permanent sleep.
He's buried in Mount
Vernon.
Olivet over here. Yeah. It was shocking, and because they had gone.
When did that happen?
They all went up to Rubber Glove to see a show, and
You
we're
know
all
what's
hanging out.
funny?
And he just got drunk, and he was a guy when he got drunk. He's one of those guys when he got hardcore drunk, you didn't want to be around him. He got into
he
a
was a
different.
hothead already.
He got into a different spot, and he wasn't fun to be around when he got really, really drunk. And apparently, that's what happened. And he got out at Westport.
You ever have road rage,
Bam.
Thomas? You don't seem like the type of guy that would.
No, to your original point, Dustin. It doesn't matter if I'm by myself or if I've other people in the car. I'm usually a pretty careful driver.
Yeah, you don't play when someone cuts you off, flips you off, and tells you you're a white Nazi
That is
extremist. You don't. You
that
don't
has
even,
never happened. What did you?
You're a fucking
You're
puppeteer. And they flip you off.
What are you from Chicago?
Fuck Skip Redstone. And they flip you off, and then
That's it.
That doesn't make you mad.
No.
If someone just cut you off and said,
I don't have
"Fuck
that kind of
Skip
notoriety yet.
Redstone," you would not do anything, would you?
No,
You would laugh.
to me, that'll be hilarious because any publicity is good publicity.
See, that's what mode I have to get into
Yep.
when I drive.
You
with
banned me on
people. It's like,
YouTube.
I have to get into the Matt Thomas mode where I just like, you know what? Nothing's gonna bug me. I'm just gonna drive to the temple and be on the guy's show.
I've kind of gotten that way when I've got people in the car. The scary thing is when I'm by myself, like I could get into trouble. And
Yeah.
I've started to notice that, especially with the shooting we just had on 820 here in Hearst.
When did that happen?
About a month ago.
Yeah, about a month ago, a guy just flipped off someone else because I think it was the same
Oh,
thing.
was it
Wouldn't
the
let him
lady?
over.
The girl got killed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
his
that was
girlfriend got killed.
terrible. Did they catch the guy?
I don't know.
I thought he turned himself in or something like that, or his friends turned him in. something
I
like
heard
that.
about it like the day or two after it happened.
Yeah.
It's
It's
funny.
fucking wild.
It's a weird
Yeah.
thing that hot weather causes more.
Oh, hot weather
it
makes people
causes
angry.
more road rage.
Yeah.
And you got to be aware of that when you get behind the wheel.
Yeah.
That you're going to go to that. Just listen to Fear Inoculum. You know, and just
Just
zone out.
Zone out. Put on a podcast. Zone out. Put on 60 songs that explain the 90s.
Or
Or
just
the-
put on Jerry Jonestown Massacre
Listen to
podcast
Rob.
show.
Or listen to us. We'll probably make
Yeah.
you more angry,
Or this will destroy you. That's
especially if
relaxing.
you work for a certain
That makes me
publication
cry.
in this town.
This will destroy you. Makes you cry.
When I was training for the marathon that I did, yeah, because I was off of divorce and stuff, and it was just a.
Oh,
that was
okay.
when I was. That was
You need
the.
a stack and be out in the desert.
That was the
Let's-
relapse days. Eminem.
Oh yeah.
Remember when you're like
Yeah.
Matt? you
This
you-
love.
Yeah.
You treat this up.
Not that.
No,
I don't think
Anyway-
it's called. What is it called?
I
It's
can't
called This
remember.
Love.
It's Burn This House Down or whatever.
Burn down the
No,
house.
that's the Rihanna song.
Wasn't it on that album?
Love the way you
Was that
lie.
Love the
Recovery?
way you live.
This
Anyway-
I
fine
thought we were
day.
talking about recovery.
When I was training, I was listening to a lot of This Would Destroy You while I was running, and this would man that instrumental shoegaze stuff.
Mhm.
It'll put you in a place where you think about things.
No love.
It's almost like you're meditating. And there were several times when I would be running and just bust out into tears listening to This Will Destroy You, just because you have so much
You're
time.
just running down the street and all of a sudden you hear.
Wheezy, is this Wheezy?
Yeah, with Wheezy. Yo, my nightstand is full of open bottles. I can do Wheezy.
You can, dude.
I can. So here's what I want to get to is because this was a big argument in my
Early
It's
years.
so weird. Yeah, whatever. I don't even know. I'm weirded out.
Well, we don't have to talk about it.
No, but like they
Oh,
talk
here
about
we go.
music. The biggest deal breakers if your date plays these type of musics in this type of
Let me
music in the car.
guess. Metal's number one.
Nope.
Rap. Hardcore rap.
Number 3.
Maybe
Blast beats.
maybe
is
country?
number one.
Country number 2.
Oh,
Blast beats.
Gospel number 1.
gospel.
How does gospel make you road rage?
So gospel is 28%, country's 24%, hip hop is 21%, metal is 19%, and EDM is 14%. If I get in your car and you're playing EDM, out.
No, that means I'm on a road trip. And I got to think about a business plan.
Or
I got to think about a
if they're
plan.
playing
Does-
EDM, I know they've
cut
got
Dustin out of
mushrooms,
JJT.
Or what about any kind of electronica, like
get money from
like
our
techno
podcast.
or like Daft Punk or whatever?
Daft
Well,
Punk.
that'd fall under EDM, right? You're going to
yeah.
use the big umbrella.
Did you just say Daft Punk?
Yeah, Daft Punk. Yeah.
It
Have
says
I been
here,
pronouncing it the wrong way, or
No,
are
that's
you,
that's the
it's
the
Doft?
that's the actual pronunciation. Yeah, Doft.
Dustin, can you verify this? I've always
I
heard
don't know.
Daft Punk.
I just listened to the 60 songs that played in the 90s.
Have you ever heard of
about-
Doft Pistols?
Doft Pistols.
That was the greatest
Troll.
troll ever. Relationship breakdowns. 41% of people fought with a romantic partner over driving habits. 7% of people ended a relationship due to bad driving. Like
These
we
have to
said,
be new relationships. Like this can't be someone that you've been married to for two or 3 years, and then all of a sudden his driving's just terrible. I gotta
I
end
hate
this.
this guy. Now, here's the fun
I'd
part.
like to know what a woman thinks about all this. By the way, Susie.
Is she in there?
Oh, she actually did put something.
When I drive
yeah.
and people are lunatics, I definitely remind myself that I have no idea what's going on in their life. Maybe there is an emergency. It keeps the rage away. Also, my destination will be there when I get there, no matter how late I am. And she's done that when I've been talking to her on the phone. She's told me, I've been like, what is this fucking asshole doing? And she's like,
Hey,
well, maybe it's an emergency and they got to get to the hospital. And I've been like, okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, like today,
never
whenever I was heading back, I was gonna take the I was gonna take the rail car to the airport, and
What?
yeah,
A rail car?
yeah, you know the subway. They have a subway that goes to Midway Airport in Chicago, and it was going to be delayed for an indefinite amount of time because one of the other trains had like 6 others backed up because of the mechanical issue. So I just took an Uber. So I don't know if that counts as like road
Did
rage
you
or
road
whatever.
rage?
No,
Did you freak out? Did you
no,
panic?
no, because if the driving time was a lot shorter anyway to get there, if I, by car than it was rail.
a lot of people masturbate while they're driving.
That's
and then
weird.
traffic.
I never have. That's
witnessed
dangerous.
A girl doing
I
that.
had a roommate that swore by it for a while.
I was on 170 up there. Is that what it is? Whatever it is, Alliance Gateway Freeway.
Yeah.
Leaving work one day, and I look over, or I was in my work truck because I was up high. This is back in the days when I owned the Porsche, so I sat lower than everybody. But in the work truck, I sat up, and I look over, and this girl has her leg up on the dash, driving and going to town.
Yeah.
And we stop at a light. and
I
I'm
think
sitting
it's
beside her
easier
going,
for
what
the
hell?
ladies to do it than the guy to do it because
It's freaking wild.
Yeah.
we get violent with ours. We have to stick our fingers in our buttholes and stuff and
I don't know what you're doing over there.
wait to see a dead body and
What are you talking
roadkill
about?
and stuff.
No.
So it says here, right here, 41% of the bad driving breakups, road rage was the common reason.
That's what I would think would be number one would be road rage.
Second
Yeah.
was speeding was the cause for despair for 40% of the couples, and driving under the influence was 39% for relationships.
Yeah.
Ended relationships.
Yeah, because there's money involved and DWIs are expensive, then it leads to we don't have enough money, which that's the biggest stress on any couple in America right now is money. Except for you, Dustin. I know you're rich.
Yeah.
I
wish.
but a lot of people that have DWIs, that's expensive as
It's
fuck,
expensive.
dude. And
I
Yeah.
was told at one time by the person that lives in that house right there at the end of this walkway that if for any reason while we were together I got a DWI, that was instant divorce over.
no, man, there's
And I
shit
was
that
like,
happens.
what?
Yeah. And
Really?
you got to remember, there's DWI cops that
So I drink the fuck when I drive.
Shit.
which is why I'm an alcoholic.
Which is why I'm now an alcoholic.
Mm.
Yeah, no, that was a deal breaker. That
yeah,
was a whole deal breaker.
there's a lot
It was-
more
it'd
too.
be
There's
over.
because a DWI is a very expensive ordeal to go through. Your first one's going to be, mine was 17, large, and I thought I had a shut.
Open
you
and
heard
shut
me,
case.
open and shut case, and then my stupid attorney asked me to appeal, and I'm like, no, I have to have some kind of savings when I retire. So, especially now with inflation going through the roof,
Well, that was
it's
just
like,
an attorney wanting more money, we think, when they
Oh,
went
yeah.
to appeal. Yeah.
but especially now with the cost of everything being up,
Yeah.
people are finding any way they can to make a little extra money, side hustles and stuff. And when you're married to someone and they're just fucking, nonchalantly driving around drunk after they've already had their first DWI, man, why stay with that type of loser? Hello.
I was waiting. Where's this going? I get it. Here's where we get into fun stuff. Let's get into sex. Let's talk about
Sex and traffic. Now that's cool.
I smell sex.
1 in
and
20 people
traffic.
have had sex with someone just because they were impressed by their car.
It's way more than that. They're
1 in
underreporting
20.
that.
All right. So
I know 5 women right now. If I drove up in one of them Valkyries,
y'all can.
you'd have sex with me.
God.
I'd fuck the car.
And then me.
No. I'd fuck the car and punch you in the face.
And then steal it.
Steal it.
Leave me on the road with a strawberry nickel or whatever
that
we were
weird,
talking about a while
what was
ago.
that weird dragon porn
Yeah.
where there's dragons fucking cars? That's
Yeah.
what you'd
What?
see me out there and be like,
I got this dumbass's car.
you have a $7 million car sitting on catch and drive. All right, so the best romantic partners, and I kid you not, you can come over here and look.
Our podcasters.
The best romantic partners drive a
BMW.
number
Hey,
3.
As
Jeep.
Jeep number 6.
Forerunner.
Hold on. You get some guesses.
Okay.
Brand, not.
Nissan
car.
Sentra.
Okay.
Go by vehicle brand.
Maybe Porsche.
No, not even on the list.
Oh, okay.
Back to you.
Well, let's see what Forerunner does.
Oh, Toyota.
Number 1.
Is it?
Toyota's number 1.
What's up?
What's
Oh,
What's up, bitches?
where's
You-
Honda in that?
you and
Susie-
Jeremy, man.
Susie put that.
Studs?
Honda's number 2, actually.
Honda?
Well,
What?
Stubbs,
Honda?
Yeah.
Stubbs and I both drive Chevys.
People like
No,
that.
I don't
Civic.
drive a Chevy.
Civics are sexy.
Oh yeah. Well, I
That
do.
white one?
Yeah, that's mine.
You ever seen the ass on a Civic?
Yeah.
Kind of badass.
Hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Civics are cool. What else does an Accord? But what else does Honda make besides that?
The CRV or something? I don't know. I would
Yeah.
think Acura. Acura is their top
You
of the line.
dumbass! The engine's in Red Bull's Formula One.
That's a good point.
There you go.
Yeah.
Max Verstappen's getting.
But Max Verstappen's not rolling around in a Honda Accord. Guarantee you.
Oh no, he's not.
No.
But he's rolling around in pussy.
It's a Civic.
I mean, if we're talking,
It's a Honda Civic. Yeah, that's right.
yeah. So, no. Did you see the Ted's Notebook where he went backstage and showed what everybody was driving?
No.
Personal.
Was
it was
it
fucking
funny?
awesome. It was funny.
Well, Hamilton says that driving's boring to him. He hates
Yeah,
driving.
He doesn't like driving. He has someone drive for him.
I'm kind of the same way.
Number 3.
I got to be on a track. I
Vers-
live 1/4 mile at a time.
What are you?
Only a quarter mile?
Drag strip racer?
It's Vin Diesel, isn't it?
Yeah, no,
Diesel.
because he was a drag strip racer, not a real
Fast and
man
Furious.
that drove a circuit loop. Come on,
I just like the line. It's funny.
it's all about family. Don't get
I listen to Ludacris.
The internet mean the shit out of that line.
Yeah, a number 1 or number 3 was Charles Clark Mobile of choice, the Mercedes Benz.
Yeah, those are pimp. AMG, homie.
Then the car you were wanting to buy, BMW. Sorry, you're so
M3.
far down there.
M5.
You know what's funny is Toyota's 43%, Mercedes Benz or BMW's 25%.
Is Toyota Forerunner listed?
No, not the.
Or is it Supra?
It's just all Toyota.
Just all Toyotas?
Yeah.
So a lot of Japanese people in this survey.
The bottom of it,
Nippon.
bottom, and I'm talking 10% each.
Ford.
Ram and GMC.
Oh,
Ram?
my
Yeah.
significant other drives
What?
a Ram.
Are you ready for this? You
And-
ready?
and-
Hold on. Oh, they do. That's why you separated.
I'm not separated. What the fuck, man?
What happened?
Nothing. I
Oh,
just said my
no.
girlfriend drives a Ram truck, 1500.
Well, meow.
Sorry. What? Okay.
That's why
continue.
you're in Chicago. Getting a break.
Did you pay for
I'm just
sex?
playing. Top 3 most attractive car brands:
Aston Martin.
Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Audi.
Yeah, Audis are sexy.
Audi?
Least attractive: Kia, Ford, and Ram.
Yeah.
Ram is at the bottom of all these lists. I'm sorry.
What about a Hellcat?
Yeah. Most attractive car types: a luxury car, a sports car, and SUV.
What if you drive a
Yep.
Rolls Royce? You got a jet engine manufacturer car.
Least attractive minivan, station wagon, or pickup truck.
What about a kidnap van? That's got to be up there.
It's got to
high.
be. This is
Oh,
free
you-
candy on
Oh,
the side.
utility van.
Yeah,
God.
utility van. It says free candy. Car brand owners having the most sex.
Well, what do I drive? Chevy,
You drive a Chevy Malibu.
Right now I
Mercedes
do.
Benz,
AMG, homie.
a Tesla,
Tesla.
Tesla.
yeah.
Well, that's because they're everywhere.
Toyota.
Toyota.
Another Toyota, man.
What's up?
Toyota is up
They
there.
like Toyotas are sex.
Hello.
Car brand owners
And they
having
last
the
forever.
least sex. Mazda, Nissan, Honda.
Wait. So, okay, you just said Honda
Mhm.
was one of the highest a while ago, but now it's the lowest.
Having
on,
the least sex.
yeah.
You're not having sex in it, but the best romantic partners drive a Honda.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
The top 3 most attractive car colors.
Lunar gray.
I'd say
right now.
blue. Is blue one of them?
Black, blue, and then red.
Ah, red I can see. Black.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got against black?
Nothing.
Sounds like you do.
Why are
No.
you racist?
Sounds like you're a racist. This skip code for something?
No.
Why is Skip wearing blackface?
What the fuck?
I dare you to put a video out of Skip Redstone in blackface just to see what
No.
happens.
Because it would take too long to wash his fur off.
What's the opposite of? He needs to be in blue.
I like how he goes totally practical. That would take way too long. I can't do
forever.
that. It'll take me 2 hours to wash that out.
Um,
Put a little
gloves to wash
hood
it.
on him.
one of the things
No.
that
Little white hood.
give me one thing that disturbs you about your partner in their vehicle.
Well, my partner has a great vehicle, which I
Yeah.
enjoy driving more than she does.
But is there something she does in that vehicle that makes you crazy?
Yeah, man. When she
There's with mine.
she is guilty of the if we're having a tiff
Yeah.
of freaking deciding like we almost had she had a Mustang for a minute and oh my gosh we got in a little scrum and I thought I was gonna meet an oak tree real personal real quick because
Oh,
it
you
was
thought
insane.
you were going.
Paul Walker.
What's his name? Paul Walker.
Yes,
Too
yes.
Fast, Too Furious.
Or what's her name?
Which
Ellen
was a-
DeGeneres' chick.
Destroying a
Anne
beautiful
Heche.
Porsche.
Anne Heche. Oh.
I thought I was gonna be on the
Anne Heche's
dead and be like,
bottle. Anne Heche's bottle. Oh yeah.
still the creepiest video I've seen in probably the last
Very
10
fucking
years.
weird.
Did we ever get to the bottom of that, or are we just gonna let that go?
What, the
that
s- the
someone that was
conspiracy
supposedly
theory?
dead was fucking screaming
Walking
and
around
begging
and
not to get
screaming
in
and
an
yelling.
ambulance.
Yeah.
And she was also about to release a pedo documentary.
Yeah. And Paul Walker was. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people that are dead that were about to. Lincoln Park dude.
We just
Chester
got to get
Bennington.
Biden to
Yeah.
say he's going to release
Chris
a
Cornell.
pedo video.
Well, they just burned down all the places. They just burned down all the places where he was gay at.
Well, that was Obama.
Oh, I thought that's what we were talking about. What'd you say?
I said Biden.
Oh, Biden. I got Biden and Obama mixed up.
Mine got the Secret Service after me.
Boo.
What about you? What bothers you? What of the opposite sex bothers you when they're driving?
The smell.
Sometimes, dude.
Morning, lady.
Oh my god. Okay. Sometimes she waits a little longer.
a show anymore.
Sometimes she doesn't put on the brakes till like 1 or 2 seconds after the car in front of her does. That makes
So
me.
her,
That
her,
makes
her
me a little
reaction
nervous.
time. Her reaction time's a little slow.
Is that
Well,
on
not
here?
slow, but delayed.
Boy, he's getting a divorce tonight.
Well, that's tailgating. I mean, that would be close. That's one of the top ones.
Does she
That's
have
one of
road
the top
rage?
things.
No, she doesn't tailgate, but she waits. She waits a little longer to put on her brakes.
Does she have balls on her back of her car?
Hell
that-
no.
Does she have
on the
your
t-
balls?
Mm,
Yeah, she does.
You know what you need to
Does
do?
she have road rage?
Hold on.
At
Hold
all?
on. Stop.
No.
Stop.
What?
Here's what you need to do.
Uh-oh.
You need to make her some little red furry felt ball so she just skips balls hanging from your truck.
Oh my god.
Does Skip have balls?
No, we talked about this a
Red-
zillion times.
Red Stone. Yeah, he has
That's right.
2 of them.
But you need to put them on the back of her truck, hanging down.
I agree. This is a great idea.
Hey, I got enough material left from when I made his the new version of him to actually
So
do that.
Yeah. Make some little felt ball. She has a little felt ball sack hanging from her truck. It'd be awesome.
That would be funny.
Mine is The one that bothers me the most out of all this, and it's at the bottom. Just don't have a dirty car.
Oh yeah.
I don't like having I
So-
don't like dirty cars.
I'll tell you another one that is common too is family calls, and we're gonna have a full-on conference call, text messaging thread, Marco Polo conversation with family while we're driving in the
You missed
traffic
Telegram.
Of, yeah, we're driving in the middle of Brooklyn, headed towards Manhattan, and you got to have a conversation with your whole family about a reunion that's 6 months away.
Wait, when did this happen? When we were in New York last year?
No, man.
He's just building
yeah,
on things.
just
Oh, okay.
move on.
I thought you were.
Anyway,
telling me
yeah,
actually.
when my lady starts like getting excited about something, and it's not me, it's has to do with like some kind of someone posted something on Facebook, and we're texting, we're calling, we're everything while she's driving, and I'm pissing my pants because I'm scared. That sucks.
I've pretty much stopped doing that while driving.
Well, we're talking about what? Yeah, I try never to text while I'm
Never.
driving.
I've
but-
No, I
tried to
never
shut a
text when
bunch of
I'm
stuff down.
driving.
If I do, it's voice. Like if I'm by myself, I'll do voice to text. I always feel like if someone's in the car, I don't want to put them through that torture
yeah.
of listening to
Right.
me talk
know-
to a text message.
You know
thing.
something that you did not state as a deal breaker that I guarantee you
Let's see if it's on this
is-
list. Go.
me trying to find music on Spotify or iTunes that I want to listen to while I'm driving. That is the worst. That is when I'm the worst driver. Is when I'm trying to find a song or hear something that I am hearing or want to hear. It's
Listen
like
to a podcast.
I don't
and then You can spark
understand.
conversation.
I don't understand why these dipshit Silicon Valley assholes haven't figured out a way to make an easier to use while you're driving music stream engine. I don't understand it. It should be easy. You shouldn't have to go through all these steps to find what you like text to talk. Why? How come Spotify doesn't offer you to say, "Hey, find this Spotify"? And it's just like Siri,
Yeah.
right?
I do that.
Not with Spotify, you don't, because I've tried 65,000
I don't
times. and it
subscribe to
doesn't-
Spotify.
You don't do it with
Subscribe-
iTunes either, do you?
Yeah, I do. You want me to show you how it works?
No.
Here's what I do when I'm driving.
I'm new to iTunes and
Hey
the way
Siri,
it works.
play Gay Witch Abortion.
It's a badass band.
So I went for the most extreme band I could think of in the top of my head right there.
Is that
And boom.
the first? Like that's new.
No.
That's old.
I've been doing that for like 10 years now.
No. I'm talking
No.
about that Gay Witch Abortion. That sounded badass.
Yeah, who was that?
Uh,
Was that the name of the band or the song?
Yeah,
the
Gay Witch
band.
Abortion is the band. No, this is
Oh.
off their Green album.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Man, that sounds
Off
like
Maverick?
a kick-ass song.
Yeah, it's off Maverick.
No, I'm
But
not.
yeah.
I'm not as familiar with because I'm just now going back to iTunes because I remember my theory about the algorithm of Spotify gets me better, but now that I got a new iPhone and switched carriers, they offered me like 3 months of free, and then I got those badass earbuds
Yeah,
with the
the
with
AirPod Pros.
yeah. And so I'm leaning more towards iTunes. I didn't know that you could do just, hey Siri, look this song up immediately.
Yeah, as I'm driving around, if I'm busy, I'll just say, hey Siri, play. Here
Not
we go.
you whore.
Play Spice Girls.
Hang on, let me turn her off.
Here she goes.
She
She's
automatically
doing it.
went
Here
to
we go. Ready?
Shazam.
Here we go.
Shazam?
I said Spice Girls. And... So yeah, it's as easy as that. I mean, we could just be doing a show. Hey Siri, play Jerry Jonestown Massacre. And boom, it's gonna play the 7-year anniversaries.
Can you believe the Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast is already celebrating their 7th anniversary?
But anyway, that's just
Dude
what I do in
Nukem.
the car. I just like
Yeah, John St. John.
I need to learn that because I've almost had so many wrecks trying to find, the
But you
new
can do this.
dual song that they released, which
hey Siri, play the newest episode of No Agenda. Da-da-da-da, and it will do it whenever.
is it built in through Shazam?
No, it's just
Because
built
when I
into
just
Shazam.
asked Shazam to look up or Siri to look up a song over here, it went straight to Shazam,
Oh, I don't
which
know.
is weird.
If it's looking for something, I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, you can do.
Can you do, hey Siri, can you look up Pornhub tattooed chicks with small boobs?
I don't know. Oh. Yours didn't like it.
I don't know how to respond to that. Jesus.
I gotta-
Hey Siri, play a Tracy Lords video. I don't know if it'll do it. I'll need to access your YouTube data to do this.
It's YouTube.
Don't give
You
it
know you're not
permission,
gonna see
dude.
anything.
Don't.
Now it's her record.
Oh.
All right,
some
are we
reason.
done with this? Because I got a question for you.
But anyway, yeah, this is the car stuff. I thought it was pretty interesting about the breakups, what people break up over in the car. The loud car was the lowest.
Like basing and stuff,
I guess so.
because it make its vibration.
Excessive honking, not wearing a seatbelt was 13%. Frequent lane change was 14%. A dirty car was 14%. Loud music is 15%. So I guess that'd be basing. A loud car is probably exhaust,
Yeah.
being like, "Look at me." Roar. Slow driving 17, tailgating 25%.
Well, what about smoking weed while driving?
Texting or using social media while driving 27%.
How is that only 27%? That is so annoying to me.
Distracted driving 28%. Driving under the influence and smoking weed 39%.
Like, man, we've got a
Yeah.
lot of friends that swear by smoking weed while they drive. Say it makes them a less aggressive driver.
40%
They're just on the wrong
was
side
for
of the
speeding,
highway.
and 41% was road rage.
Well, that's interesting facts, man. I'm glad you brought that up, and I'll consider this in my daily activity behind the wheel.
I don't know if that'll ever help anybody or do anything, but what's your question?
I got a question, and actually some listeners have some questions because you started a trend.
I did?
Yeah, there's been a
that?
massive exit of the ticket.
I've been known to start trends.
You did on this one,
I've been
I
known
guess.
to be a leader of people.
Leader of
mean,
men.
If I was to go in the words of
Trump,
Susie Ramone,
What?
I could be a cult leader. I could get people
know,
to follow me.
you might.
The children of
Because
dandelions.
the discussion about what is happening to our friends Jake and Dan
Yeah.
has probably been I probably had 6 people reach out to me like, hey, what's the deal here with the there's a lawsuit or what, like they're being sued. So I feel like you need to do a wrap up. Has anything changed, or give us some
nothing's really changed. They're not having to stop their show. They're still doing their stuff
on the podcast?
on the podcast.
Great, that's good. So this is legit.
Here's what
though,
kind
so-
of pisses me off is like my reason for not listening to Ticket, which I said a few weeks ago, was because basically, fuck Cumulus, fuck all these people and what they're.
You're more mad at the company that owns the ticket than the
Clear
people
Channel.
that work at the ticket,
but
right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
You're right.
Because I got that
You're
asked a
100%
lot.
right.
They're like, "Why is Dustin hating on something that he's loved his whole life?" And people,
it's mainly because of upper management and what they've done over the years. Like when I said a couple of weeks ago, the stuff they've done over the past couple of years has kind of set me off.
and it's escalated lately.
And it's escalated. Like the little things they do, like fucking commercials are fucking stupid
Well, that's
now.
all radio now.
No, but Ticket is gone through the fucking roof.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
in a 1 hour block,
mean?
30 fucking minutes of it.
I wonder how much
It's
actual
commercials.
radio you listen to in a 1 hour block.
30 minutes.
It's all split down the middle now.
There are people on Reddit that will tell you that have done this whole time challenge.
timed it.
Depending on the time of the day, you'll get 20 minutes of ticket content to 30 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes ticket content versus commercials.
So, are you
It's
still
half and half.
following the ticket on Reddit?
Reddit, and I'm watching
Are,
what people
are
do.
there a lot of people
jump and shift left
really?
and right?
So,
And over the last couple days, I guess a lot of people were sticking around for the musers, which I totally get. You know,
Musers.
yeah,
the morning show, everything. But they finally started talking about stuff, and they were towing the company line, and they were being very sarcastic and asshole about it. And
in which way though? Which side would they be against the radio station?
No.
The company.
they were towing the company line.
Oh, they were.
Oh.
And a lot of people over the past few days have said, "Fuck this!
I
out.
hate to hear that.
I'm jumping ship. I'm
Especially
jumping ship."
about
I'm done.
the morning show. I love those guys.
What I think, and someone posted this in there, is that the musers are going to see how much money Dan and Jake are making because they're making about if their subscribers stay for 1 month, $23,000 a month.
That's why we need to switch up our game plan.
Yeah.
I love the value for value system, but it's not panning out for us. Like, unfortunately, our listeners don't believe in that.
Unfortunately, our listeners don't give a fuck about us or care about providing.
Which
for
is
the
why we
show,
don't have any cool merch anymore.
And I just had to pay a shit ton to keep this show on the air another year. Or going another year, whatever. Anyway.
You should have texted me and be like, no, don't pay it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't text you. I was like,
he'll just say, fuck it.
Oh, the hosting service.
Here's our hosting service. Here's our bandwidth. And this is what
Yeah.
the estimate's going to be for the rest of the year. And let me empty my bank account. This is fun. But this is what happens. I mean, everybody talks about this. When you have a fuck ton of listeners, you pay a fuck ton more. It's just the way it is. And it sucks because that's the way bandwidth works and that's the way the company sees bandwidth. But whatever. We'll move past that.
Well,
The thing, if you like us, I mean, this may be the last year. Who knows? If I can't, I'm going through a whole bunch of life changes right now. I can't keep doing this. I've probably spent in the 10 years $13,000 to $14,000 on this show. So it's kind of, I could have bought a car.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been a Civic.
I mean,
Yeah. A used Civic, but still.
Yeah, but it's still a Civic.
But it's one of those things. It's fucking nuts. It's fucking everybody wants more listeners and more of this and more that and more everything. And I hope I get more in Fort Worth listening to me or whatever. But what you don't account for is the bandwidth cost. The bandwidth cost is fucking expensive. So stop.
Getting back to.
Anyway, back to the ticket.
Yeah, to
stop
Jake,
ranting about
us being broke.
Yeah.
Jake and Dan. Their position, it hasn't changed. They're still like, fuck it.
They're still doing their
thing. We're gonna keep doing this.
They
put
doing
out a
another
show
show
every week.
They did a interview with WFAA. They did some stuff online. You can go catch it all on YouTube. It's all out there for you.
So
to
they're
see.
not missing a beat on this.
They're not missing a beat, and they don't give a
Good,
shit,
man.
Oh.
And what I think is going to happen is the rest of the guys that ticket, none of these new scrubs are making any money.
Well, they're all,
Yeah.
Once millennials took that shit over, and then now it's down
But the
to
legacy
Gen Z,
guys,
they don't know what the fuck.
so like the
they're doing.
musers are probably sitting there watching, and Gordon's been playing with different things for a while now. If you're making that, they're gonna make. If Dan and Jake are making that much a month, imagine how much the musers would be if they were like, "All right,
see,
we're gonna go
that's
podcast
my thing.
stream."
So Gordo, I mean, he's done some pretty impressive shows and stuff. Well, I guess he was on Dax's show. He didn't have Dax on his show. That's what I was wondering. I was like, so I know Gordo's done some stuff outside of Cumulus and the Ticket.
Yeah.
Did that all get? I wonder if that all got signed off on by Cumulus, or
If you're a guest on something, it's cool.
has
but
he
if
not
you're
done? Has
hosting
Gordo not had people?
His Twitch streams. He's got his Twitch streams.
Well, there you
going.
go. There's my
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
So it's okay for Gordo to do what he's doing on Twitch, but we can't have Jake and Dan do what we are doing on Twitch. This doesn't make sense to me.
It's
You know what?
completely
Honestly,
fucking
we
stupid.
probably don't know the whole story on
We
all
don't
of
know
it,
the
but
whole story. We don't know what's going on. And going back to the host, Dan and Jake have both said, if you were still on Twitter, you would see this. They have both come on there and said that, like, Gordon has stuck up for them for the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah.
The legacy guys, the tier 1 guys that have been there forever. I mean, Bob broke down crying on the air about, losing Dan and Jake.
What a
'cause
wimp.
it's what a fucking ass.
Just kidding.
But like he was crying on the air about it, and they've all said on social media, these are
Yeah,
our
they're in a
brothers,
bad
blah
position.
blah blah. But then when you on the air, you have to do whatever the fuck your bosses tell you to. That's one of the great things about what we're here doing, and this goes back to what we started the show off saying. Like, we have people that hate us and talk shit about us.
No way.
And this past week, more has been said of coming from a certain camp that writes a pamphlet for the city of Fort Worth, or has a free
What?
pamphlet that's passed around the city
that
of
I
Fort
use
Worth
for fire starting.
that we've talked about at the
material.
beginning of the show.
Oh,
They're still talking shit, and it's like, why? We
I
haven't
don't know,
we haven't
man.
said anything about you guys in months. We haven't
I
said
think-
anything about you guys in months. I get it. You're fucking jealous. You're fucking scared because
Well, yeah,
you
that's-
can't
you
say
nailed
what you
it.
want to say.
You nailed it right there. Is that's what it is? If you don't have haters, you're not doing it right.
You're not doing it right. But they can't say what they want to say because they have advertisers.
Advertising
They have
revenue,
people that are in control of Fort Worth that fund them. That I may have called a cunt one or two times on the air. They have people that are breathing down their neck to control what they put out. We're here. We can say whatever the fuck we want.
And we do.
We can give our true opinion about things, which is our opinion. If I don't like what you're doing, that's my opinion. Don't get bent the fuck out of shape about it. I'm one person.
Well,
Who gives a fuck?
There's two of us on the show.
But your opinion and my opinion may be different on a certain topic.
A lot of times we are.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
So
we don't hate each other.
Yeah, no. But I'm not going to throw you under the bus for like if my opinion about someone's writing, if I think I don't like it, I'm not going to just throw you under that bus. You may like it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is it's an opinion. We don't have to bow down to anybody on this show.
Thank God.
To say an opinion. And when I say something that's factual and the fucking owner of a certain publication has to hunt me down because I've hit a little too close to their belt and he's pissed off about it, get the fuck over it.
Well, we've talked about.
I'm sorry for talking about shit you do.
We've talked about how long we're going to do this and stuff. And I guarantee you the time where if we ever get to a place where we can't say exactly what we think and we can't have Thomas in to say exactly what he thinks
about raping people in Chicago or something.
What the
yeah. And Skip Redstone being a racist.
Yeah.
Like,
blackface.
Dude,
your words.
We're done. We'll
face.
quit. That's when we quit. I'm never going to be on a show where I can't be myself and I can't talk my shit. Just because you have money and you can pay me off doesn't give you the right to mute me.
Yeah.
That's why we need people to give us money so we can keep doing this so we don't have to pay $13,000 to have a show keep going.
Unless.
That was a weird way to ask people for money, wasn't it? It's kind of passive aggressive, but aggressive.
Unless there was a giant check handed down
from Max Verstappen
through the Lords of Sundance Square.
Nah, that wouldn't work.
$2 million comes our way. We're out.
We're just gonna be the Bass Massacre, the Bass Massacre podcast show,
or the Bass Masters.
Well, that's the thing is like
it's too easy, man.
Here, I'm going to pay y'all off for not to do the Jerry Jonestown Massacre anymore. Oh, fuck. I got to start the Martin Cuban Missile Crisis.
Copyright.
It's already owned. I already own everything about it, so fuck off.
Well,
anyway,
we
so that's
kind of chased rabbits. I hope
No.
Bob and Dan, or not Bob and Dan, Jake and Dan, I hope they persevere and get to do what they want the rest of their lives. And
I hope so, too.
Man.
I mean,
it's
sucks
funny how many people have asked me about it. I don't fucking know. I stopped listening to the ticket like 5 years ago.
We need to shoot a email over there and see if Jake wants to hop on.
He probably will,
what's up?
man.
Yeah, now that they're doing this.
'Cause
I mean, it's promo for their stuff. Not that they really
gotta
need
get
it. I mean,
Dan
they
in
got
here
stuff,
too.
but yeah.
I can tell him about how my daughter whooped his daughter's ass in softball.
Yeah, what's up?
Yep.
White Pride Town.
I'm sorry.
South Lake. That's what they call South Lake.
Is that what Skip would say?
Nazi Germany.
No.
Jerry Jonestown Massacre.
There you go. Who said that?
Susie. You got
Genius.
it. Let me go buy it real quick.
Jerry Jonestown
That's awesome,
Massacre.
Susie.
Yeah.
Massacre. That's awesome.
So the last thing on here that I just want to briefly talk about before, hopefully we see a bunch of y'all this weekend at the different events because there's a bunch of shit going on. I just want to see everybody everywhere. You put in here foundation. You started it?
I started it and I went hard.
Were you stoned?
I was, and I have done both, like I did Westworld, like I told you I would have to.
It's fucking difficult.
But
I'm sober watching it.
Let me tell you,
What
man.
Foundation? That's on Apple TV, isn't it?
And Apple
That's right.
has got it dialed in.
Dude, they've
I
got.
thought this show was going to be cheeseball at first because the first episode, I was like, what the hell's going on here? Like you were saying, you got to watch it. But I'm like 5 or 6 episodes in, and I can't stop thinking about it, watching it, like the plot, left-hand turns, and they leave you hanging. Like they just launch her out to space by her
Boom.
boyfriend,
Yeah.
who's like, and just leave that and like start a whole nother
And
part of
then,
the story. The
Like
story
I'm
about the-
watching it. I'm
you're-
watching it for a while. I'm going like,
dude.
hey, what happened to that
The,
chick?
the story about the Dawn, the leaders, Dawn and or pre-dawn,
You have
dusk and daylight or day.
You have dawn, day,
Yeah,
and dusk.
I made a joke because that's very close to Nightman and Dayman by
Oh.
Charlie. Right,
Last week.
but dude, that's a fucking it's a genius plot. Like it's
But-
very good sci-fi.
Can you imagine if there was an older you and a younger you?
No,
Like
no,
what
we're
the
all
fuck?
clones,
What?
And have you made
and
it?
it's gone after generation
hold
after
on, hold on,
generation
Oh,
after
like Django
generation.
Fett's?
And this isn't giving anything away.
There's
Have
a-
you gotten to the part to where they reveal that if one of them happens to die, there's a backup?
No, I've not.
Oh, you haven't?
Oh,
No.
that's like Altered Carbon.
No, it's not like that at all.
Oh.
You would think it would be like that.
So this is the nerdiest
Altered
sci-fi
Carbon
I've
is
ever
awesome.
gotten into. It's got space. It's got intergalactic travel,
geology,
It's got
Geology.
math.
a lot of math,
Yeah,
a lot of theories, math theories, and I'm like, is that
cloning.
true? You
Cloning.
can go look shit up.
Yeah, it's out of control. And the way they jump around with there's space. There's the one planet with the what do they call it? The vault.
Yeah, the vault.
Dude, there's so many things going on
Terminus.
with it. It reminds me of everything that I've liked that's been cool about other sci-fis. I will tell you they rip off a lot of terminology from SW.
Star Wars.
But
Yeah,
I think
hear
they
that.
have to.
I think you have to.
Yeah, with what they're trying to do.
The,
Great show though. By the way,
conce-
thanks for referring it to me
So
because I
I-
love it.
As of today, while I was working and I had to work late, I got into season 2. I finished season 1. Got
Oh,
into
there's
season 2.
Oh, this isn't the first season.
You're in the first season.
There's more seasons.
Yeah, and they just started season 3. That's why I got
Nice.
into this. So I started season 2, the first episode of season 2, and the concept of you can go into cryo sleep when you're traveling. So like Matt, say
They do-
your ship is under attack and you got to get into an escape pod. Well,
Mhm.
you can get in the escape pod and the escape pod fills up with fluid and you go into cryo sleep.
Oh.
Well, you may get picked up
You may not.
50 years later. And all of a
Yeah.
sudden, it's a 50-year jump.
That's the thing. There's
or it's
so
a
much.
1,000-year
It
jump.
combines. It
and you're like,
combines. It almost
"What?"
combines time travel in a way, even though it's not. It's technically not time travel.
The folding space
The folding
concept
space,
to travel.
It involves space, all the planets that you can go and visit and,
Yeah.
and do whatever. Math. I never thought I'd nerd out on a show that's based on math on the heroic side of things.
yeah.
Like math is gonna
But
cure us.
the weird cloning
Fortune
thing,
telling.
the Empire, and
Cloning.
their weird cloning thing, like broke my brain. I was like,
It is.
if
It's
someone
a lot.
fucking did this, then you started from a perfect copy or a close to perfect copy, and you gradually became perfect,
Mhm.
and then that was what was cloned and led an entire.
Yeah. How about that scene where he's just shoving people off the cliff
Yeah.
to hang?
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's a good
Do you
show.
have Apple TV?
Yeah, I do.
You need to check this out. Have you checked out Invasion?
I haven't.
It's
No.
pretty good.
Have you? Where are you at on that?
I finished the first season, but I'm not starting the second season until I get through
'Cause I keep-
this. Because
See, I'm leaving Silo alone and Invasion
Yeah.
to
if
finish
I get too much
Foundation.
Yeah,
spacey
Silo
sci-fi
doesn't
stuff going on,
seem-
Silo's awesome.
I
I'm
got to
gonna
get
shut
past
you
that
down on
first episode.
Yeah, I've seen the trailers that just I'm not 100% sold on
He
it.
told me to fight through the first episode, and I will.
It's a
I'll
slow
go back to
burn.
it.
It's a slow burn on purpose,
Uh,
and it's fucking cool. And then it was so cool to me that I had to, and I know it was based off books, and it's a huge book series.
Silo is.
Yeah, I had to hop
What
on
about Foundation?
Wikipedia and go, yes.
It is.
But I haven't hopped on Wikipedia because I don't want anything spoiled.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
it's so in depth. Like that's the thing with these shows; they're so fucking in depth with.
They're the new
detail and stuff.
HBO on shows, I think.
So the second or Silo, I had to hop on Wikipedia and be like, okay, what's going to happen? Are we just done or what's going on? No, there's a second season coming. And what it leads to, I was like, holy fuck.
Got a question from
What are the economics of
our
podcast? And I
podcast.
was like, what do you mean?
We're trying to find it. Like we don't. We're in this mixed thing where we have not found out a key to making it to where it's something we could
it's
do.
spurts. Like, I don't know. I would. That's something
We haven't.
We'd
The
have
thing.
to break
Well,
down.
the thing about our podcast show is we've never focused on money ever. We've never.
No.
It's never been high on our priority list. But the older we get, the more we think about.
doing
hey,
this full time.
well, we
and
listen.
annoying your ears.
Well, we listen to shit shows all the time that we're like, how are these guys making so much money? Our show is twice as entertaining.
yeah.
Might
Except
have a
for
little
this one.
bullshit, except for this one, of course.
This
but,
episode's not
hey,
big.
we
It's because
we
I'm here.
decided the idea of this show when we were in the bathroom playing with each other.
10 years. Over 10 years, Rich.
Yeah.
Over 10 years.
Remember that time we
Remember
butt
that.
So,
That's the cost to keep it going.
any other questions in there?
Yeah. The cost to keep it going. So, like, the bill this year was fucking ridiculous.
But that's because
but
of-
but here's another thing, Rich.
That's because the cost of everything's going up too.
Going up, and I haven't looked at numbers in months. I have not looked at numbers to see where we are. I don't give a fuck. It's like the last time I looked, we were almost at 100K a month. So I have not looked at how many listeners there are, how many downloads there are. It's just.
Are you a business major? Because maybe you could help us.
Would you like to come run books? Would you like to
run
come
it for us?
run a book?
We'll pay you a commission. Maybe free beer and pizza.
Start.
Oh yeah, sorry, I took a left turn. I saw that question before. I wanted to address
Yeah, I
it
wanna
before
go
we
there.
kept going. But so I got one more thing that has taken over my mind too, and
What's
this
that?
is another referral from you. This is Far Cry 5.
5. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, which I'd beaten.
And I just,
I just
beat
started-
again.
I just started it.
I just beat the second.
Okay.
I did the second ending.
Do you guys know about the game that immediately followed it, Far Cry New Dawn, which continues its story?
I heard about it from someone that said it was cool too. There's twins or something, or
Yeah. The main antagonists are twin girls.
yeah.
But it's more of a cyberpunk world after that, right?
Yeah.
Something
It
like
takes
that.
place a certain amount of time after the events of the 5th game.
I
It's a
don't wanna give
continuation of that story.
Yeah, I don't want to give away the ending of the game because
How did you rip through
There's
the
three
main,
endings.
main missions, or did you get
the
caught
second
up?
the first time I did a lot of stuff. I did everything.
I
See,
did
I'm-
too.
But the second time I ripped through main missions
That's
because
what
I
I'm gonna
wanted to
do,
get to
I
the
think.
ending, the second ending. Because the first time I went through, I didn't save it right.
I
or
also
didn't
hate
let
the
it save
Peggies
right.
though, and I will pull over
And I
and
will
take
just
some
shoot the
Dude,
fuck out of them.
Oh, me too.
How good does it feel when you're cruising down the road and you just run them over?
Yeah, it feels great.
Yeah.
So
Back to that road rage stuff.
what have you made it to? Where are you at? What county?
I
are you
just
in?
so I haven't played much, and I started Elevated, and that's where I really like it messes with me big time. Like
his speeches.
yeah, the speeches.
And when you start listening
Yeah.
to speeches,
well, her. That
You're
I
like,
just got.
"What the
I just
hell?"
had my little dream trip thing.
oh, you're on
happen.
her. You're in her.
I just
map?
Oh,
I just
yeah.
passed that. Well,
Her-
no,
her
there was
county?
one little thing that I did.
Welcome
I
to the
jumped off the
bliss.
cliff or something. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So
you're-
that's where I'm at. I'm early.
I did both times I played. I would-
Dodged her.
No, I would do one county, the next county,
Yeah.
the next county,
Yeah, that's what I did.
and I didn't bounce around the entire
Map.
region.
Yeah.
Right.
So I did that both times.
I just learned that you have to hit the challenges to actually make yourself badass.
I didn't know there was a third ending, which
Watch it. There's
The-
3 endings.
no, there is a third ending, and I'll tell you how to do this.
Oh, yeah, I figured this out.
When the game starts, you automatically say, "I don't want to have anything to do with this,"
And
you
leave.
leave, and that's it. That's the third ending.
Yeah.
That's the game.
It's the game.
Where do you
can
go?
finish the game
You just
within.
drive off.
They say you can finish the game within 3 minutes.
You just drive
Yeah.
off.
Far Cry 4 also has a hidden ending at the very beginning
very
of the game.
beginning.
Yeah.
This is my first stab at Far Cry, but I've watched you play it, so some of the stuff seems I've seen some of it.
I want to get some of the religious stuff
You know what
he talks about
sucks?
because it's so creepy.
You know what I
and I
keep
want to use it
doing?
for intros of the show.
I keep burning my dog up when I use the flamethrower.
Well,
accidentally.
Don't set your friends on fire. Well, I hardly.
Oh,
ever
just
use
wait till you
flamethrower.
get the grizzly bear. That's fun.
I did. I killed him. He was attacking my dog.
Cheeseburger?
No, do you have cheeseburger yet?
No.
Yeah, you can get a grizzly bear as your companion.
No, there was a grizzly bear that was attacking my
Oh, yeah.
dog, and I
Oh.
killed my dog and the grizzly
grizzly
bear, but I revived my dog. of
Yeah.
course.
And then you get the cougar. That's
Oh,
one of
yeah.
your pets too. That runs around and
I got
just,
one of those.
Yeah,
in
you can
Texas
pet all your
Billiards.
companions and animal companions in that game.
That's a fun game. The other thing,
Yeah. I tried 6 and I couldn't get into it.
that's I was gonna download it, but I
Yeah,
was like, eh.
With Giancarlo Esposito as a
Yeah.
villain, yeah. I couldn't get into
it
it.
happens in Cuba, right? So it's like
Well, a
like
country
Cuba,
that's
kinda
somewhere
like
in the
Cuba.
yeah.
Yeah. Everything
Supposed to be
like, feels
reminiscent
like
of,
Cuba.
yeah.
What? How many are there?
6.
6.
Well,
and 6 was bad.
6 and New Dawn, which is like 5.5.
They got to
Yeah.
come out with Far
The six
Cry
is less.
Biden's Family Edition.
Oh my God.
Hillary.
You could say Clinton's, yeah.
Far Cry 6 Years of Killeries. The
7.
So as you're playing
be a
through
long
this,
game.
I'm going to tell you this. As you're playing through this, which is one thing I didn't know until I
Yeah,
got
I
in.
need tips.
Anytime you see a TV or you hear a radio, listen to what it's talking
Oh,
about.
it's insane.
Because it's talking about events happening in the real world and how they lead up to what's going to happen through this game. And I was like,
There's a lot of real world stuff
Oh.
coming on this
Mhm.
game.
World Trade Center attacks, subway attacks, stuff like that. And then the other thing is, as you're running through bunkers to get your little perk upgrades.
The cult,
No,
the cult outpost.
the little gyms.
Mhm.
You know, you go in to get the perk upgrades and money and stuff. Most of the time, they're in a bunker. Keep looking at the bunkers
Stuff
they
that's-
built with the Connex boxes, because that's where I was like walking around going, huh.
Is this where you got your ideas of your bunker?
I need to reinforce this, and I need to have an air system here, and I need. So I'm walking
What
around
we
the
were talking
video
about
game-
last week.
I never
like-
noticed that. I never noticed that.
Yeah, you know, as you go in, they'll give you certain characters when you liberate an area. There'll be the diamond,
Right.
little green diamond.
Yeah.
That's what
And
that
it would
is.
be
I didn't
like-
know that.
and it
I
would
didn't
be
know
like-
that that's what it was.
If you
perks.
go and you get your perks, you pick up the Field and Stream magazine or whatever, and it gives you
See, I thought the
perks,
perks
magazine.
I thought you had to do the challenges to get your perks.
No, you just do it through there. And when you get your perks, then you can unlock certain things in your menu or whatever. But yeah, most of them are in hidden
Little hidden.
areas, like little outhouse will lead to a underground storage area. And
Okay.
as you're walking there, like all of them, I kept walking there. I was like, huh, yeah, I can have one built like this. I can have one.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
pretty neat. I like this.
Yeah, have me a little track outside where I can race Max Verstappen.
Hmm.
How many more weeks
That's-
we got? And let's finish this.
The end of
First
the
stop.
month.
Is it?
It's the
Starts back in
20
September,
No, it's the last weekend of this month, right?
and we're going to.
Cali. We're going back to
Is
Going
it?
back to
No,
Cali.
it's not.
There's
Cali,
no race
Cali.
in Cali.
They could in L.A. No one's there.
L.A.
Where does it go? I actually,
I think it's another one of Max's, Finland or something, isn't it? I think they go to Finland.
it will return. Formula One returns August 25th in the Netherlands.
Netherlands.
It's the Dutch Grand Prix.
Yeah.
So everybody will be dressed in orange and have orange smoke everywhere.
Netherlands.
25th through the 27th.
Man,
is
have
that
you seen all
race.
these videos they're posting of the stuff they're doing during their break? Aren't you
Ooh.
just like, I hate you all?
Yeah. And just being like, we could be in Colorado hanging around with Boreas right now. Just, we could all
Yeah.
grow our hair out,
Mustache.
have mullets, mustaches, and be like,
I tried to.
Aspen's
My
fun.
character on Far Cry is Botas. Like, mustache, mullet.
You have a guy?
Yeah.
I have a girl.
I have a guy.
Could you choose the sex?
Yeah, you can be trans.
Maybe because I did A plus and it was a continuation of my character, or I did when I started the second time, I did it. It's called Story Plus,
Oh.
Yeah.
and I think I just used my girl from the first time.
How many Far Cries have you played?
2.
Let's see. I played 3. I beat 3.
There's
Part
3
of
and
4,
I didn't play all 3.
5, and then 6. I never played 1 or 2.
No, I played part of 4. Which was the one that was on a weird island?
The 4 is the one that's in India. Well, it resembles it. India.
Okay, I
I
didn't
think
play
the
that one.
first and second one are on weird islands.
Maybe the second one I played.
One
then
more
I-
question before we're done.
Well, I have a question.
Okay, you can ask one after me.
I don't remember. What
Starfield. What's the launch date?
September.
September 8th.
I can't wait. I'm gonna have to get a new Xbox.
Yeah, it's on game. It's going to be on Game Pass.
So you watched the video I sent?
Not. I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna still be XS though.
Yeah, you gotta
yeah,
have a. You gotta.
I have a
yeah.
Series S.
Oh, you
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
I don't. I need to get one.
You gotta have the new gen. Is Sirius?
You have to have the
new
newest gen.
Yeah, Series S is the new one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
X and S.
Yeah.
Okay, I always get them mixed up because I named everything so fucked up.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
I
it.
know.
Make it cool.
I know, man.
Stop it, Microsoft.
Just go back to what PlayStation's doing.
Yeah.
Just count the numbers
The
up.
miracle
Yeah.
system.
Yeah, the new series is what I have.
Yeah. Okay.
The one without the disc drive. Yeah.
I have the one with the disc drive.
Yeah. I don't have anything
I don't know
that displays
why.
4K, so I didn't give a shit about that.
Oh, you don't?
No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
still on 1080p in my projector.
You don't have
My den.
encyclopedias either, do you? Or a vacuum?
We might need to take that Tuesday off when Starfield comes out.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun.
I don't even know what I'm gonna. I watched that. I finally finished that 30-minute video you sent. I don't
It's-
know what I'm gonna do first.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm
isn't
like,
it?
man, I kind of want to be a pirate.
This
Just,
is what I've always wanted.
jack fucking cool ass starships.
And this what I was hoping with the Star Wars game. I
Oh,
want
Outlaws.
I want an end game where I never have to buy a game again. I've reached the point to where my gaming days are slowing down. I want something I can just pick up and have fun with, and I never.
I
have
think
to,
that's what they were. I think Bethesda was aiming for that.
I want. Skyrim's kind of that way. You can always just log in Skyrim and play. This is a one-player game.
Yeah.
You can do.
See,
what
I
you
never
want.
played much Skyrim.
I did for a little bit whenever it first came out.
What are you gaming on
Skyrim
now,
was
man?
fun.
Let's see. The most recent game I've beaten that's come out recently is Jedi Survivor. I beat that on
Yeah.
Sunday before I went to Chicago.
What did you think of the end of that?
Not what I expected at all. I mean,
Not
the story
either.
was good, but it ended on a very low note.
But it also, I think it's a low note to lead into.
Was there classic characters?
next
Is
one.
are there classic characters in it?
There are
One-
appearances from there are cameos from recognizable characters.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
The
I'm not
one
gonna say who.
scared. The one in the very first one.
Yeah.
Outcast was the first one.
No. Fallen Order.
Or
Yeah,
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order was the one that came out first. Yeah.
Playing through that, I wasn't expecting something. It scared the absolute fuck out of me.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
The very end.
holy shit.
Yeah.
I was not expecting this to go down this path, and all of a sudden it did. I was like, whoa.
How pumped and ready are y'all for Ahsoka?
Ahsoka. Yeah. I'm,
Next week?
the 28th, I think, is when it comes.
What?
out.
In the
Did you-
middle of racing?
Dustin, did you see the one that
It's not-
they're
yeah, it's
releasing
next
after
week.
Ahsoka that I sent you? Vagina face?
Yeah.
What?
I can't think of his name.
Nim num.
Nimnum.
Nimnum? What about him?
A whole series about just Nimnum.
Oh, I thought that was a joke. an internet joke.
It is.
It is. It is a joke. I don't remember what the question I was gonna ask you, whatever. But if you're listening and you've made it this far in the show, Ozone Thursday night. If you're there, come up, say hi. Donate.
Dustin will sign an autograph.
You can donate to the show in person.
And that's at Tulips, right?
Yeah, that's at Tulips. 3 cans get you in free.
Because Butt Tulips is across the street. You don't want to confuse the two.
Yeah, you don't want to go to Butt Tulips.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
gonna
right
run
across
into
the table from Bud Tulips.
it. Then Friday, Amplify 817.
Yes, sir.
The showcase at Will Rogers, or you'll be at AT&T with Metallica.
Yep.
If you're at either
Give me
one,
fuel,
if you're
give
at
me fire,
Metallica, give us a
Metallica.
holler. Saturday night, 3 links, and
Van Dam.
the other place to be is at Palladium or Southside Ballroom.
If you haven't seen Van Dam,
You're
do
dumb.
it. And
Kill yourself.
I've listened to their tracks. They're badass, but I haven't got to see them live the few times that they've.
Well, maybe you should
Played.
come see them.
yeah, they're
Maybe I
good
should.
guys.
Saturday.
We
It's a
know
good
'em.
show. And the second show, they had to have the first show sold out, and the second show's getting close to being sold out.
Really? That's great.
That is.
Yeah. Well,
Anything you want to say, Thomas?
then Sundays, more
never-
Metallica.
I'm sorry, more Metallica.
Then Sundays, what?
More Metallica.
More Metallica.
Yeah.
They're doing 3 shows?
No, Sundays, Metallica.
Oh, I thought it was Friday and Saturday.
Friday, Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Saturday's the day off to go see all
They're
the other
friends
shows.
bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's a weekend full of freaking music. Not
is.
sponsored by the Fort Worth Weekly.
Goodbye.
You have anything you want to add?
Yeah, support my endeavors in Skip Redstone.
There you go. And
Make Skip not racist again.
He never was to begin with, schmuck.
if you want me to be an asshole now, I will be.
That's actually a Jewish.
And I will say, there's a lot of moles working at the Fort Worth Weekly that tell us everything that's going on there.
So everything you say and do.
Motherfuckers, fuck off.
Dude.
We win.
Yeah, we win. Yeah. Might want to have your employees checked. Good night.
Okay. Good night, chat.